First time in a long time, but back like I never left. Taking each day as it comes, you know me, I don't read ahead. Watch me burn down everything, BDE on the TV set. When I'm in control on the road, you can never really know what's up next.
Hello, YouTube room. It is me, Davie Portman, from upNXT for another brand new live watch-along. And this time we're not talking NXT, we're not talking WWE, we're not even talking AEW. We are talking Impact Wrestling, and I've got my good friend here, John Siino, Siino Evil, call him what you will, to help me out here. John, how are you doing today?
What's up, guys? I'm doing great. We got Bret Hart, Mick Foley, The Rock is here. I feel like I'm watching WrestleMania tonight.
Absolutely, it's such a huge event. It's starting in just over 1 minute on. I'm watching it on Fight. What matches are you most excited for tonight, John?
Number one would probably have to be Kylie Ray and Deonna Purrazzo. I feel like it's had the best build up so far. I haven't been too impressed with the Rich Swann, Eric Young build-up, but I am excited to see possibly Rich Swann get the title. I think he deserves it. It's just the build-up hasn't really kept me too interested in it. But yeah, the Deonna and Kylie Ray I think has my best interest.
I really feel we haven't kind of had a real proper champion since Tessa, right? After it's been stripped, it's kind of been weird. It went to Eddie Edwards, then went to Eric Young. I know a lot of people don't quite agree with that booking. I think that feud started off really hot, but then it's just been kind of recycled over and over again with these constant attacks, and there hasn't really been much more to it. And but I'm sure it will actually be a good match. I'm along with you. I'm most looking forward to Deonna Purrazzo versus Kylie Ray. I think that's going to be excellent. I think Purrazzo's been on a real roll since starting with Impact. And the X Division match I'm really excited for as well. I think that's going to absolutely kill it. Yeah, how do you feel about this Call Your Shot? What is it? It's a gauntlet match, isn't it? Where do you see this match going?
I mean, the whole match just seems like a storyline for Heath Slater and Rhino. It's pretty much like kind of given what's going to happen, because if they lose, Rhino loses his job, but if they win, Heath gets a job. So it's obviously surrounding them. So either one of them is going to win or lose, and everybody else in the match is just kind of filler, I feel like.
Do you see any kind of like character change for Heath there? I see maybe this is where you have him turn on Rhino somehow, or I don't know. What do you see? Or do you see him just still going down this route as kind of, I got kids, Heath Slater?
I would hope so. I mean, he had that 1 week where he really shined with the hashtag hire Heath, whatever it was. That was pretty cool with all the different cameos.
With the cameos, yeah.
Yeah, but like I don't want to see him with Rhino. I don't see him turning on him tonight per se. Maybe like they have a little celebration or something on the next episode of Impact, and that's when he does the big reveal and the big turn. Like I used it all along. You know, thank you for helping me, but it's my time now. I kind of think this is the Heath that we saw the last time he appeared on Raw when he confronted Drew McIntyre. That was a Heath that I want to see here. That serious Heath.
I'm the same. I think he's fully capable of it. He's proved, like, he's always been great at the comedy, but he's proved in recent months that when he wants to get serious, he can be pretty good. And I thought that segment with Scott D'Amore, where he was kind of demanding more money and stuff, you could see he has potential to have a bit of an edge to him. And I think someone like a Heath, who is known so much as a WWE guy, I think he really needs that character change to cement him if we're going to take him serious in another company.
Oh yeah, especially everybody's expected him to do what Drew McIntyre did and what Jinder Mahal did, where he leaves WWE, reinvents himself, and then comes back and wins the title. That's like the ultimate 3MB dream. But he needs to switch it up if he wants to do that.
Yeah, we need a world where all 3MB members and all New Day members have been world champ, I think, at some point.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so they're comparing this to the Super Bowl. They're comparing this to WrestleMania. This is Bound for Glory. This is the first Bound for Glory I've ever watched. I'm going to admit right now.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like their WrestleMania. That's when they usually have the Hall of Fame surrounding the events. I gotta admit though, it's still weird to see wrestling without fans. Like the only wrestling that I'd like to see without fans right now is Ring of Honor because they're doing the pure title tournament, which feels more like an actual tournament, so that's okay. But this, like with some of the things that they do, like when they brawl into the crowd with like Eddie Edwards and Tommy Dreamer and Brian Myers fighting in the crowd all the time, I feel like without a crowd, it just doesn't feel.
Callahan
right.
as well. It's
Yes.
all those guys you mentioned every week on Impact. We'll start in the ring, we'll go to the outside, and we'll start throwing each other against guardrails. And it just doesn't work without that crowd. It's just, I'd rather just see you suplex each other, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people in the chat room. Shout out to everybody in here. We got Chris Price, we got Mike Hogan, we got Eric Marcotte, Ron Bandish, Frank Sullo. All right, a lot of excitement for Bound for Glory.
So they're calling this a scramble match, but I think... Is this like the WWE Scrambles where there's a time limit and whoever's got the last pinfall wins the title? Or is this just a fancy name for a 6-way first 4 wins kind of match?
I could be wrong. I want to say it's like a scramble. I'm pretty sure somebody in the room can correct me. I know Frank is a fan.
I know
of
they've billed it
shot.
as a scramble, but like they've had things they've called gauntlets before that are actually like battle royals. So I don't know. But this, I've got high hopes for this one. I think this is actually the right choice to kick the show off. Start with a bang. Should be really fast paced. Who do you see taking it here?
That's a good question. I kind of like Jordynne Grace. Like I can't see them putting the title on her, but I would like to see that happen. That'd be kind of fresh it up a little bit. Something a little bit different. But at the same time, like I like Raju's what he's been doing lately with his sneaky tactics and whatnot. He just signed an extension with Impact as well.
Okay.
So I can see him holding on to it.
Yeah, I can see if it is that kind of classic scramble match as I know it. I could see kind of everyone having a pinfall and then Raju getting a sneaky one right at the end and staying on as champion.
So Frank is saying that the WWE Scramble matches have intervals between entrants. This apparently does not. I think it's just a regular 6-way. Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
I still remember my favorite Scramble moment was when Brian Kendrick was WWE champion for like a couple minutes. It was like, oh my god, like it's, officially he never was champion, but in the Scramble rules, he technically like was an interim champion.
You. Yeah, so I think this is just a fancy name for a 6-way match. Okay.
Yeah.
Mike is upset that this isn't a Zoom chat with all of us in there. Sorry, I've kind of got to try and pay attention a bit as I am recording the show after. This is one of the pay-per-view watch-alongs. However, if you want one of those Zoom calls, we will be doing it for NXT Halloween Havoc this Wednesday. Anyone new in the room would love to have you join us then. Fancy dress costumes only though. Dress spooky. I always think you look like a nerd if you're wearing the events t-shirt. You know? Wear your t-shirt. Wear your entrance gear.
I don't think Willie Mack has his own t-shirt. That could be one of the reasons why, unfortunately.
Maybe you should work on that.
Yeah. I can't remember the last time I seen somebody with a Impact t-shirt, whether it be a wrestler or a promotion. It's just, I know they're on Pro Wrestling Tees, but I don't really see anybody really buying those shirts.
No, me neither. So who in the room is actually watching along with us and who are just here to kind of have our thoughts and just hang out? I'm pretty sure Eric Marcotte is not watching Impact Wrestling, but who else here is watching who's not watching?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Eric was probably... I know USC had a pretty early show this morning. Well, not this morning, but it was like 11 a.m., like an 11 a.m. USC show. I know Khabib fought, and I guess he announced his retirement, so that's a pretty big deal in the UFC world.
Doesn't everyone retire in UFC? It's like wrestling.
Yeah, Eric Marcotte. Did he really retire? Like, you probably would know better than us, but you're right. I feel like every event, somebody retires until they get, like, their big match that they want, the big fight that they want, and they come out of retirement. Eric's rewatching the card right now. Okay. Chris Price is watching. He's using his free $20 credit on the Fight Network. Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, they do that every once in a while. If you like to suggest a fight to your friends and they sign up for it, they give you like credit. So that's a pretty cool thing.
So everyone's ganging up on Raju here.
And there's Jordan Grace. Oh, wow, that's a collision. Grace takes down Willie Mack. Heat holds the ring. There's TJP. Here comes Chris Bay. And this one,
And another thing that I hate about like when they do their so-called pay-per-views is they don't make it look like a pay-per-view. They just put the graphic that says the name of the show and that's it. Like you could do something different. I don't know. Like,
I agree. Unfortunately, is it worth it really? Like economically, is it worth building anything fancy with it just for these pay-per-views? When
I usually would say no, but when they're hyping this up as their WrestleMania, you would think they would do something different.
Yeah, I know that. But
Yeah, it's interesting. I don't think TJP often gets in a ring with anyone as athletic as him, but he's in there with one right now with Chris Bay. Trey Miguel up on the top rope, and here comes Trey with a drop kick. Takes down.
So would you say that Impact probably has the best track record as far as WWE talent that was released in the last year or so? Like getting a better, I guess, look? Like, because you have your TJP, you have your Eric Young, your Rich Swann, EC3 in a way. I feel like they might be the best promotion for former WWE talent to actually reinvent themselves.
I think they get a lot of freedom. I think EC3, if you happen to listen to his podcast with Jericho, the story he's doing right now, he actually pitched in WWE, and a lot of the vignettes he filmed himself for WWE, and they weren't used. I'd say they've been doing all right so far. I mean, Dance Like Better Than Rusev is doing in AEW right now. I think EC3, we haven't really seen him in a match yet, and we're not getting a proper match with him tonight, really. I assume it's going to be cinematic, but so the jury's still out on that one. Brian Myers hasn't done anything for me, but he didn't do anything for me in WWE.
Yeah.
The Heath story's okay.
What's weird about the EC3 Control Your Narrative is he's doing the same exact thing at Ring of Honor. He came out, the same promos aired, the same character, everything. He just with different talent there. So it's kind of weird to see like him doing the same storyline in two different companies.
Yeah.
Man, Willie did not hesitate to slam.
So Willie Mack just hit a big slam on Jordan Grace. Now TJP's back in. They're very much doing this chill on the outside and let two people go at it. Okay, TJP gonna do some crazy double submission to Trey and Mac.
Looks like one of those moves where everybody's gonna get involved.
Modified front chancery there. He's got a submission hold on 3 men. The only problem is, well,
that's pretty cool. I mean, how are you?
I was gonna say the problem with this triple submission is you leave yourself wide open and Jordan Grace taking full advantage. And now the champion Rohit back inside the ring. See, I like Rohit's strategy here. He kind of stayed out of that and then just came.
I mean, yeah, Rohit was the smart guy there. Like, why would you?
Oh yeah.
Just punch him off.
It was all over Rohit. He was featured in Sports Illustrated. He's been different news and media outlets right now. Do you think it's going to Rohit's head? Oh, I mean, it was when Rohit was losing all his matches, he had a big head. So imagine now.
So who do we want to win this match, guys? Hogan's saying Willie Mack. Shout out Willie Mack wants to win. You'd quite like Jordan Grace to win?
Yeah, I would say Jordan Grace.
I'd find that interesting. Ooh.
I mean, Impact obviously doesn't have any issues putting their titles on women. And about that, like, they're probably one of the only promotions that don't have any problem with, mixed gender matches. How did you feel about that before? And do you think that Impact has done a good job of trying to, like, I guess, make that normal for you?
I've never had a problem with intergender matches. It depends how you do them, I think, but like it's the same with I don't really care about believability. It's as believable to me that a Jordan Grace can go at it against these guys as a Marco Stunt can go at it against Lance Archer, you know? It's
right.
It doesn't really bother me so much, and I think you end up getting more interesting combinations that you wouldn't get otherwise. What are your thoughts about it?
Yeah, I like how they did it with Tessa. That was pretty cool. Like they never really brought up the point that it was a woman fighting men. That was never really like, as long as it's not part of the storyline and it's not like something that they bring attention to, I think it's okay. Just treat it on equal levels. Just a wrestler fighting a wrestler. It's not the best women's wrestler. It's not the best men's wrestler. As long as you're one of the best wrestlers in the world, why can't you fight for the X Division title? Why can't you fight for the world title? It makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you. I don't think we'll ever see it in WWE. Oh, my word.
Yeah, no, I mean, the closest we had to that was...
you up with a huge forearm. Willie Mack clearing house. Oh, he's got a grill on.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. And Rohit stops short.
So now Rohit's surrounded again by everyone. Oh, Rohit's winning this. They're playing him as like the one heel in this match.
He's going to somehow get a sneaky win, yeah?
Yeah.
Shots from all the challengers. Bay with a big kick. Rohit should get out of the ring here. Yeah, but the other 4 guys on the apron, they're not going to stand here and let Willie become champion. I don't think so. Willie looking for a standing moonsault here. Little dance. Why not on a Saturday night? There's the cover. Hooks the leg, and everybody breaks it up in 2. Willie had to see that coming. So much happening here tonight. Championship matches. How about the Hall of
A lot of the rumors saying Grace, Chris Price thinks TJP's going to win.
Yeah, Frank said that Grace is the only one on the match who's never held the X title. I didn't realize that. Wow.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, all the... when did TJP hold it?
I think he was like before he went to WWE, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay,
when he was like maybe his old gimmick. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had the title back then. But everybody else has pretty much been playing hot potato with the title since
Oh, it's
COVID.
flipped around a lot recently.
TJP had eyes inside the ring. What's going on in there? It's Willie Mack, folks.
Yeah, see, Frank said he held it as Suicide and Manic. Yeah, I know you weren't watching TNA back then, but it was weird. He was the original Suicide, which is like from a video game. And then he became like Manic, where it was like a mask, but he still kind of showed his face. And I think he like revealed his face to Hulk Hogan or something. It was like a storyline in the ring, and it was him and Hogan, and he took off his mask and he told his story. It was odd. We didn't really know who he was, so I don't know how you're gonna reveal somebody if you don't know who he was before. It was a little odd. Oh, what's going on here?
Yes, sir. So you're talking about a guy with a lot of experience. You're gonna have to get up a little
This
bit
looks
early.
dangerous.
This is going to be... Whoa.
Oh my God!
Chris Bay with a drop kick to
I thought Trey was gonna smack his face on the ring.
So Trey Miguel was just in like an electric chair on the apron, and Chris Bay drop kicked him off on top of everyone, like flipping him off. That looked kind of cool. Whoa!
Oh, that was nice.
Now that's impressive. Willie Mack is down. Jordan Grace is down. Rohit's down. Trey's down. Bay's down. And here comes
Chris Elliott misses John Pollock recapping crappy TJP promos. Yeah, he had a... Didn't he like bring up one of the lines, or somebody who was a Rohit said something to him that one of his own lines?
I gave John a heads up because Rohit did the da-da-da-da-da-da thing.
Yeah.
And then, John went out of his way to watch it. Great call. He must be a listener.
Ooh.
crucifix. Jordan Grace broke it up. That was a Mahi Strong crucifix slam, I believe.
I wonder if this show's even live. Like, I know Victory Road wasn't live, so I'm not sure if this one actually is. Like, what advantage did it have of being airing it live? There's no fans, there's no spoilers
I'm
or
with you.
anything.
Why not tape it?
Yeah, edit it and make it look
Anything.
smooth.
If it's not going to get leaked out, you might as well.
Yep.
Jordan Grace is something else.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some cinematic matches, right? Like the Moose and EC3 is probably gonna be some
Moose
sort
and
of
EC3
sequence.
will be cinematic, I imagine. But yeah, I think that would be it. I don't see anything else.
Maybe the Shamrock match. I know Shamrock usually has.
Oh, it's Shamrock
some
Eddie
things,
Edwards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could.
With him going
Normally
him
his,
going
like,
to the Hall of
start in
Fame
the ring,
tonight.
don't they? And then go.
That's true.
More cinematic backstage. Yeah, I could see that. Got setting up for some sort of Tower of Doom in the corner.
Thanks for coming, TJP. And there's Trey Miguel. Got
What the?
Whoa.
Whoa!
Okay.
That was different. So you had the kind of classic Tower of Doom, but Jordynne Grace was in the Tree of Woe and kind of sat up and threw them all off.
I don't think he even hit her. That was a little awkward.
That got a bit sloppy there.
Yeah, it
I
was
feel
like
the
it was
match
like she was
kinda just
legit
dipped a
stuck.
bit.
Yeah.
Has she hurt her knee?
I mean, I can't see it being too comfortable being in that position. A trio
No.
woe.
Oh, stunner from Mac. Whoa, Oscar.
Oh, that was nice.
I think Trey's probably my favorite out of these guys. I think he's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That was great. The same way he won the Cruiserweight Classic.
Yeah.
Jordynne Grace is looking for another competitor to break this up and try to get to the bottom row. And Trey Miguel just became the best friend of Jordynne Grace. Trey now. He's caught.
So we got Trey Miguel in the knee bar. Grace, I don't know why she's taking so long. Whoa!
Yeah, like, why would she like take so long to run? Just no.
Oh!
Ooh, oh.
Jordynne Grace just hit the Grace driver to Trey Miguel, but Rohit broke the count.
There's a reversal. Jordynne Grace sends Rohit out to the floor. Gotta be inside the ring. Gotta be in it to win it, so to speak. Grace up on the top.
Oh!
Oh, jeez. Oh, that did not fit. Grace was on the top rope, and Rohit just grabbed her and threw her
Okay,
onto the-
Rashi's winning this.
Oh! Yeah.
Oof!
Oh, jeez. That's it.
There we go.
Yeah. That was nice.
What's TJP call his splash? The like Black Mambo splash? Is it?
Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Something like
It was
that, yeah.
just- yeah.
Want to get my facts right. So opening match, X Division. What did we think? I thought at time a few too many
it was good.
cooks, few too many like just people resting outside. But
Yeah, you're gonna get that in these multi-man matches.
Yeah, that's the
Oh, Don
problem.
Callis on commentary instead of Madison Rain. That's
yeah,
interesting.
he did Slammiversary as well.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, there was a little bit of sloppiness. Some like kind of like where the wrestlers were just waiting instead when they could just break up the count. Like it was,
Yeah.
you could tell it was a lot of planned stuff that didn't really seem too good.
YouTube room. What were our thoughts on that opener?
Chris Price says that wasn't too bad, but I've seen much better ones in the past.
Yeah, like it was fine. I just kind of expected more with these guys involved. Like it wasn't too dissimilar from their tag match this week, which I actually really enjoyed. That kind of 6-man they had this week, I thought was pretty good. Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't totally click with me.
Yep, Frank said it was pretty fun. Not a standout 6-way, but okay opener. Decent opening match. Okay, pretty fair feedback. Would you have picked a different match to start the show? Like, you think that's the best?
No,
type of
I
match
think
to start?
that's the right start. Didn't Slammiversary just start off so badly that everyone was kind of done?
That didn't start with the women's match, right? Was that the first match, or that was later on? I feel
I'm trying to
that was
remember.
that was a bad match.
Yeah, there was that horrible women's match, and then we had that horrible like battle royal, and it kind of just fell off a cliff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, I think that was the right choice. I'd go with either that or the tag match. I'd have opened with.
Impact Wrestling World Champion, ladies and gentlemen. Earlier today, you saw it on the live countdown to glory, the arrival of the challenger.
Oh no! So Slammiversary started with the machine guns.
Okay, it must have been in the middle, and it just fell off the cliff then.
Yeah, then you had Moose against Tommy Dreamer. Then you had the women's match.
That was it. It was Moose versus Tommy Dreamer. Was the beginning
Moose
of the end.
versus Dreamer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh no, we're getting wedding preparations. I'm really happy the wedding isn't tonight. By the way, for a second I thought it was going to be tonight.
Right. Let me listen to this.
I don't have the
Is he supposed to be Two-Face? Yep.
I think these guys are moving way too quickly, personally.
What's with the Two-Face thing? Is that something that he just debuted tonight? Like I didn't see him. That's not something he's been done in the past, right?
I
like
think they're just
split
doing a
personality
costume party, aren't they? Yeah, they're all in costume.
Okay. I still can't believe Swinger had that Dino Bravo joke. I was like,
I know.
After you said that, I couldn't believe it.
Okay, the Call Your Shot gauntlets now.
Didn't Jimmy Jacobs get kidnapped, or they let him go?
Yeah. What? Oh no, he was. He was let go.
He was let go. Okay.
Yeah.
And Legado del Fantasma, they took him and put him in the van at one point. Chris Price says the guy dressed as Two-Face is too early on the Batman reviews.
Did they just restart that?
Did they?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I guess it's not live.
No, I mean it is live.
Oh, like they actually restarted their line.
They restarted the scene.
Oh, he's definitely turning on him.
Okay, so for those of you kind of who hasn't been following Impact, Heath came in at Slammiversary. He is not signed with the company, kayfabe-wise, and he must, either him or Rhino must win this match for Heath to get a contract, but if they lose, both of them lose their jobs. So that's what's happening. Was that just me mishearing, or did they restart that promo? YouTube room, just checking in with you there. It seemed like they started the scene and then went quiet and just restarted it.
Chris Elliott said either that or it's like the old Mean Gene F It promo where they put the wrong tape on.
Right. So, I'm calling Heath here. Do we see any other option for this?
I think it's got to be Heath. I can't even name anybody else in the match. What do you have? Like Alicia Edwards is in it, right? You have Hernandez, I think, is one of the guys.
Taya Valkyrie, Tenille Dashwood. It's all of like Wrestle House and those kind of guys, pretty much, isn't it?
Oh, good old Russell House.
Gore.
Introducing the
So I guess Rob Van Dam said that he didn't leave Impact. Like originally they said that he was released, but he put out a statement saying that he's just taking a break or something personal, but he supposedly still in the contract. So
Davari?
Davari. Oh wow! Wait, he wasn't. Was he furloughed? Wasn't he in WWE?
No, that's Sean Davari, isn't it?
This is Sean Davari.
Yeah. No, it's the other Davari in WWE. Like currently.
But I thought his brother. I thought Sean was a producer.
Oh,
for 205.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think he might have been furloughed.
Interesting. He has.
He's gigantic. Oh my god.
He's been treating his quarantine properly, I guess. He looks huge.
Maybe somebody in the chat room can correct me, but I'm pretty sure he was employed by WWE this year at some point. And he
Last time I saw him was in one of the Crown Jewels or Greatest Royal Rumble or one of them. He did a segment, didn't he? With
him and his brother, right? They got
Davari,
attacked by Mansoor, I think it was.
Yeah, it was when Mansoor and some other people who did their promo. They'd just been signed by the company or something. So, okay.
So yeah, Davari was released April 2020 as part of the budget cuts from COVID-19.
Right.
So he was part of WWE. Okay. Braden Harrington says, "Shout out Impact Wrestling." Shout out Braden Harrington. Shout out his pumpkin spice chili that he's making that I saw on the Instagram page.
Yeah, I've got some goulash slow cooking, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to eat it. I'm hoping there'll be a commercial or something I can quickly serve some up.
Yeah, they might go to some Hall of Fame package or something.
Yeah. Oh. Have they never seen someone fight by an announce table before?
Alfredo says that he was also in the MLW tapings this week. Okay.
Okay.
So I guess Davari making
Oh,
his
they're
rounds.
taping MLW again. That's cool.
Yeah. Frank says Davari's brother is feuding with Kurt Stallion now on 205. 2020
Really?
is wild. We got somebody from Triple XL. Looks like that Larry D.
I like how Larry D has... is Carter his name? He's got it tattooed on him in the same writing in 3 different places. Just the name Carter. It's like, okay,
So
we get
weird.
it. We get it.
Carter.
So this is... Okay, so it's over the top. It's not really...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's basically a Royal Rumble.
Yeah. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Who's next? Who's next? So
Chris Elliott
exciting.
says he's a really big Nick Carter fan. That could be it. Crazy Steve. He's crazy. He's so crazy he has 2 Z's in his name.
Crazy Steve.
I know at one point he was offered a contract to WWE, and then for whatever reason they never did anything or never, I guess, finalized it.
I assume Swinger will be out soon to kind of continue their story.
Countdown already? That was quick.
Yeah.
What is it? 21 people? They said 20 people.
20, I think. Yeah.
AC Romero.
Now you got a team in there, Josh. They can really work 2 against 1 wherever they need to. So AC Romero and Larry D, Triple XL collectively have made their way inside the ring. They will work together. Maybe they want a game plan to become the final 2. Oh. And then down, one of them will probably just get out of the ring and then they'll challenge for the tag team title. My goodness. Call your shot.
The Carter tattoo started a boy band conversation in the chat room right now.
Oh, yeah. That's how interesting this match is, right?
I guess so. Talk about Nick Carter and boy bands. I think 98 Degrees was underrated. That's my personal opinion. They got overshadowed by NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys. That's my 2 cents.
China was very difficult in terms of getting him out of there with those big, powerful legs. And to find out our next competitor.
Davari looks like Ciampa right now. He's just fucking
Yeah,
jacked.
He's huge.
We got to Neil
Yeah.
with Caleb with a K.
Caleb with
he's
a
gonna
K.
do.
Caleb with a K. Caleb with the K. With the powder blue suit. Taking pictures. Daniel Ashworth.
I could see maybe Dashwood winning this to be like a next challenger.
What's that? I don't have a cell phone.
But I think the story's really Heath, right?
Yeah, I think it would have to be.
Will she enter the ring? She doesn't care about this match. She's out here for the selfies. Not much we spent on lights.
I don't think she can bring it get in the match. I think
Oh, she's
Caleb with
she's
a K is
sending
going to
Caleb
take
in.
it. Yeah.
You know how much her costume is worth, Josh? More than our lights. She gotta be
And you said Caleb is suicide.
with K.
Yeah, he was the most recent. He used to go Caleb Conley, I think was his name, and he was like the last person to put
Right.
the get up on. I heard there's been like 10 people have been suicide in the last 10 years.
Yeah. Wow, they're like just whizzing through these.
Oh yeah, Havoc. Now what's going on? Like I don't think I saw the whole segment or really got most of the information. But what's going on with Havoc and James Mitchell? Like she has to bring him back now. Because she
So
lost?
for Rosemary to be able to marry Bravo,
Johnny Bravo.
she needs to get James Mitchell back, and to revive him, they need the murderer to revive him to bring him out of death. So they had a match.
Classic wrestling.
Yeah, so they had a match which Rosemary won, and therefore Havoc has to bring him back now. And she's scared. Okay, Havoc
There goes
eliminates Caleb.
Caleb with a K.
That's the first elimination, is it?
I think so. Yeah, Tadale's didn't get in the match. She's just running around. I think she's finally getting in the match right now.
Look at her. Look at her. Getting a sleeper hold there.
Brian Myers.
Great.
I'm like, who's this guy? I didn't recognize the music or anything.
I don't think he's done well at all reinventing himself here. Really, like, his feud with Mac, his feud with Dreamer, just really not working for me at all.
I don't know what's going on with Matt Cardona or Zack Ryder, but I think Brian should probably try to get him to come here and do a couple appearances, at least have them fight tag team matches. You know, they can have a couple tag team matches against
Yeah.
Motor Machine Guns.
Oh,
Because I haven't seen Cardona in AEW. I think he's done there. Like, I don't see him going back there anytime soon.
like, has there ever been a time where, like, Hawkins has been hot? Like, I know he was kind of in there in his first run, like, in my dark period with wrestling. And Swoggle.
Oh, Jesus. Hornswoggle. I love how his Twitter thing is still WWE Hornswoggle. So they have to
Oh, is
put that
it?
on the screen just now. Yeah.
WWE just
just
don't
put it-
give a shit. They're like, whatever, mate. Okay, you can have it.
No, I mean, when Myers first came in, him and Ryder were pretty much like Edge's stunt doubles that would help him out.
Yeah.
And then they're putting in the cabinet. And then, no, he had that little push where he, like, wouldn't win a match. He finally won a match. Him and Ryder won the tag titles at WrestleMania. That's pretty much it. Like, he never really got anything after that.
Right.
Isn't that adorable?
Now that I think about it, I wouldn't be surprised if Matt Cardona comes out in this match. As like a one-time thing. All right, so anybody that's not watching, Crazy C was eliminated. Hornswoggle came in, and he was eliminated by his friend, quote-unquote friend, Brian
Davie was eliminated.
Davie, yep.
Oh,
geez. Road Warrior Dreamer.
Shaved his head.
Yeah. Yeah, Tommy Dreamer with the Road Warrior Animal Tribute. He's got the face paint, the shaved head, the t-shirt. Road Warrior shoulder tackle.
What is Dreamer doing with Swoggle now? Wasn't Swoggle eliminated?
Oh, are they going to do the Doomsday device?
Oh my god. Oh. With Dreamer sitting. That's hilarious. Brandon from New Jersey, what's up? You're missing Hornswoggle in Impact.
Alicia's come in with, excuse me, with the
handicap
road
sign?
sign. Okay, Dreamer's gone.
Dreamer's gone.
Brian Myers has the monster spot here, just eliminating everyone. Kurt Hawkins is your, like, big
He's a
show
professional
in this
wrestler.
match.
Oh, geez, you're right.
Yeah, he's going for, it's Roman with the record, right? Most eliminations.
Yeah. Oh, it's gotta be Zack Ryder's gonna come out now. It's gotta be Matt Cardona. No. It's Mike Hogan's cousin,
Yeah.
Kiera.
I love this girl. I think she's fantastic. Cameo game needs work.
I love how her Twitter handle is Hogan Knows Best, like the old reality show. Jeez. Oh, there goes Tenille. So, yeah. Ryan Myers with what? 8 eliminations?
Whoa. He's eliminated everyone, right?
Brandon from New Jersey says, is everyone pumped up for the new Impact star, Pebble Anawai? Hey, if The Rock comes out in this match,
There's zero chance that's happening. It's Taya, is it? Whose music's this?
I
Yeah.
think so, yeah. With Rosemary and Two-Face. Did you see Batman Forever?
I've seen
Have you
Batman
seen it
Forever,
before?
not recently, but yeah, I saw it back in the day.
Because in the movie, Two-Face has 2 girls, Sugar and Spice, and Drew
Right.
Barrymore plays the Sugar part, and Taya's dressed up like Sugar, and Rosemary's dressed up like Spice.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so they're redoing the entire Batman Forever with the 3
Okay.
characters. Yeah, Drew Barrymore has like a non-speaking cameo. It's so weird. Like she's in the movie as just like Tommy Lee's girl. Yes, Frank. Kiera is another one of our Laboom friends. Shout out Laboom.
Meteora to both members of Double XL there.
No.
You don't like Falabar?
No, just his Titantron says no.
Oh.
Does he still have the money? He still has Hernandez's money
Yeah, why?
hidden in his
This
shirt?
guy needs to invest in a locker. Like,
Like you couldn't leave it in the car. You could have just
Yeah.
put it somewhere in the back. No.
so in the story, Falabar's stolen money off of Hernandez, which he keeps like closely tucked to his chest. That's why he's grabbing his chest.
And hasn't like this arm wrestling money thing been going on for like what 3 months now? About this money going back and forth.
I think
What
like
is going
from
on?
when I started reviewing this show, it's been months.
Some sort of money exchange, an arm wrestling match.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
oh, jeez! Tasha's head hit the back. I don't think that was supposed to happen. There goes Havoc.
oh boy.
Is that James Storm? James Storm.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh, did Taya get eliminated as well? That was missed, right? She's just on the outside.
Was she? I know she just eliminated Rosemary, right?
Rosemary's not in the match. You mean Kira?
Kira, yeah, Kira. So she did get eliminated herself. Okay, yeah, they must have missed. They didn't show that spot. James Storm. He was just on the NWA show. He had just wrestled Chris Masters and Carlito, so I guess he's back. Yeah, I read somewhere James Storm was like, oh, he was supposed to go to WWE, and then COVID supposedly prevented that from happening.
Oh, he was meant to come back because he had
That's
his,
what they said, yeah.
cup of coffee in
Tryouts in
NXT,
NXT.
didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Supposedly they're going to do something with him and Bobby Roode, and whatever reason it didn't happen. Oh, okay. But he's in pretty good shape. James Storm.
Yeah, he's looking good. Right, this is number 16, I think. Okay.
Adam Thornstowe. So Fredo says Taya was eliminated. Do you know who eliminated Taya? Because I didn't get to see who eliminated her.
Yeah, that was kind of missed.
Chris Elliott says James Storm said in the interview that he was supposed to turn up right after Mania. Okay.
Like, doing what? Like,
I guess Bobby Roode, maybe reforming that tag team or doing something with them. All right, Chris Elliott says that Triple XL eliminated Taya. Okay. They double
sorry,
teamed
who
her.
eliminated Taya?
Triple XL. They double teamed
Triple
her and
XL did?
eliminated her.
Okay. Okay, this is Lester.
Luster the Legend.
That hair is fucking atrocious.
Yeah, I never got the big deal with Reno Scum.
No, I'm not.
They never did
I'm not
anything
a
for
fan.
me. They're like a worse version of Ascension.
Yeah. That's not saying much.
Yeah, I'm surprised Ascension hasn't turned up in Impact. I might be jinxing it. I hope we don't see Ascension pop up here.
These entrances are very uneven.
Yeah, they're not even trying. Maybe Hernandez coming out to get his money, I'm guessing.
Okay, who's this? Oh, Heath.
Yeah.
So are we getting a surprise final entrant? Like, we've got, what, 2 entrants left?
I think so.
Oh, Hernandez is 20. Oh, has he... He's grabbing his leg. He's hurt himself already.
Oh, jeez.
I think he, pulled his leg on the leg.
Yeah, he probably too much adrenaline.
It's to warm up more.
Big Heath.
Ooh. Well, these two know each other.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So Heath just eliminated the monster Brian Myers.
The monster Brian Myers.
Oh, no.
Okay.
We got Callahan, okay.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't have a match. He'll probably be involved in the Shamrock thing, but...
Remind me, what happened to his teammates? Didn't one of them get in trouble and he got fired? Is that what happened? And they got rid of the other one as well?
So, was it Jake Christ left and went with Cancel Culture, which obviously was abandoned with Joey Ryan, and then Dave Christ had a whole load of allegations against him and was fired.
Right, so they released him.
So I imagine they're just maybe lying low with Jake Christ until they get like a new story.
An idea, yeah.
But I think Jake's still there. It was Dave who I believe had the accusations.
Brandon says no Madman Fulton
in the tag match. He's gonna win the tag titles tonight.
Good old Madman Fulton.
Yeah. Or is he gonna come out and help Eric Young as well? Reform Sanity, the original Sanity.
Maybe. The Super Mexican Hernandez.
All right, who we got, guys? Still going with Heath.
So we got Sammy, James Storm.
We got to get Hernandez getting the money back off of Falabar, right?
And I'm sure somebody else is going to take it. Somebody else is going to steal it. Maybe Hornswoggle's going to run in and take the money. That's what I'm guessing. He's probably still into the ring.
Swoggle?
Yeah, I think Swoggle's going to take the money. Oh, imagine the money got away from him.
Yeah, Don Callis with the obvious comment there.
I mean, it's 2020. Just go to the bank, direct deposit it.
Yeah, deposit it. Deposit it.
What's going on?
He's just...
Did he just leave the match?
He just left to go after
to get his money? Oh, great. So anybody now watching, we have Reno Scum, James Storm, Heath Slater, Rhino, and Sammy Callahan as the last 6 people in the ring.
But Hernandez is still in the match. Because he wouldn't have thrown himself over the top. Okay, that's Thornstowe just got eliminated.
Yeah, Thornstowe got... Maybe Hernandez is going to pull a...
With the Rey Mysterio just... longest entry in it.
Is Hernandez going to pull Eddie Kingston and say he was never eliminated?
Yeah.
Storm hanging on. Jeez.
Okay, Luster's gone. So you got Heath, Rhino, James Storm, Sammy Callahan, Hernandez just pissing around backstage.
This is like the NXT 2016 alumni right here.
True, yeah. Apart from Heath, I guess.
Oh, he went. Remember, he went back there with Rhino for a little bit, right? The tag team that was in NXT first, if I'm not mistaken. Then they went to SmackDown. No,
I don't think so.
Because I know Rhino had that little. He went back to NXT. Maybe I'm thinking something else. Okay.
That was beforehand. Rhino went back and was feuding with
Samoa Joe or something. They had a match with Joe.
Baron Corbin.
Corbin, there we go. Yeah.
And they had a takeover match, and then it was Heath with being a free agent, and they formed the tag team to won the tag titles on SmackDown. Okay, James Storm eliminated.
This girl on ringside is like telling Heath what to do.
Heath's eliminated, so it's Rhino.
No, he went through the. No, I think he went through the middle rope.
Really?
Did he not?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. That was weird because that girl at ringside like said something to him, and then he got eliminated after. All right, so now it turns into a one-on-one match.
Okay.
He just became the biggest Rhino fan in all of Impact because he doesn't want to see his
So Heath is still good as long as Rhino wins the match.
Yes, Rhino needs to win. If Rhino gets pinned, both Heath and Rhino lose their job. Because wrestling. Ooh.
Rhino now. You can't get too attached to people, you know? Hey, look, pile driver. Look at that. Pile driver. Cover. Sami Callihan.
Ooh.
Imagine going into work and they're like, "Hey, listen, Johnny, you have to sign up 10 people for credit cards today. If you don't, you and your buddy here are both going to lose your job today.
Fired.
We're going to make it exciting today."
Where the hell is he going? Sami Callihan to the outside.
I think Heath might be hurt because that lady, I think, like told him to go over the top rope or something because now she's attending to him at ringside. So maybe he was injured in the beginning because there's like 4 people there's like 4 people surrounding him at ringside right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's always anarchy rules.
Yeah, I think it was that first leg lariat. He kind of like pulled a muscle or something. Door.
Or
So sorry,
Okay.
what was Sami distracted by then?
Sami picked up the chair and the referee took the chair from him.
Okay.
And as the referee got gored. Ah, look at that nice little trophy. They spent all their budget for that trophy. Yeah, the fact that they're not even showing Heath right now, I feel like something's up.
Yeah, because Heath should be in there celebrating, right?
Celebrating, yeah,
That he's
exactly.
got his contract and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think Heath's maybe hurt.
Oh, yeah, they're not even even going close to him.
Okay, what were our thoughts on that Gauntlet? That was a darn sight better than the last Gauntlet I watched on, what was it, Slammiversary, which was just horrendous. I didn't think that was too bad. A couple of surprises.
Tonight at Bound for Glory, and that action will continue. Right now, I am joined
Yeah,
by
a couple cool surprises, you know.
champions in Impact Wrestling history, the North.
I didn't expect to see James Storm. Hopefully he stays around. I feel like he'd be a good fit there.
Teams. What are your thoughts going into this match?
You're right, Gia. We do have our work cut out for us tonight. But you know what champions do, Gia? When the pressure's at the highest, when our backs are pushed against the wall, champions rise to the occasion. And the North, we are champions. We proved it for over a year as we put this entire division on our backs. We reinvented Impact's tag division. And tonight, at Bound for Glory, the biggest stage in this company, we're going to show all those hot free agents that came in, 3 months ago, the Motor City Machine Guns, the Good Brothers, all these new flashy tag teams, these new toys that everybody wants to get behind and think are going to dethrone the North. No, we take what's rightfully ours tonight at Bound for Glory. Whoa.
Josh, we're going to do more than win back the tag team titles.
Trust me. We're going to hurt somebody tonight.
Because we've been talking about holding the titles for over a year. There's only one number I'm obsessed with, and that's 94. Because you, Motor City Machine Guns, have held the titles for 94 days. And that means I haven't had my goal in 94 days. That means Josh Alexander hasn't had his gold in 94 days. But tonight, the North climbs back on their throne as the best tag team in the world, and more importantly, the Impact World Tag Team Champions.
Good promo.
I'm a big fan of Ethan Page. Like
Ethan
he always
Page is fantastic. I kind of hope they win now. I really like the North. It's a shame because there are so many other teams outside of the company I'd love to see them face. but they're so good. Like, great in the ring, great promos. I'm gonna try and grab some dinner before this match. I'll leave you to it.
So what's up in the chat room? Manuel Bucket 135 says, hi, up next. So hi, Manuel Bucket. Brandon from New Jersey says, Corey Seager just hit a bomb. Chris Elliott. The length of the last one was screwed. This one was all right. Frank says it didn't drag as much. We're going to our EC3 versus Moose match. Cinematic style, I'm guessing. I don't know what's going on with this match, with this feud. Like, one week he throws the TNA World title into the ocean. The next week it pops back up. They're going to be wrestling in an undisclosed location.
All-consuming wild goose chase, this game of cat and mouse, centered around the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. And last week, you finally got your belt back. You got to be happy.
You watch the news and you're on social media. Is anybody happy? You know who's not happy? EC3 is not going to be happy.
Miracle Mike. Who is that? Mike Bennett you're talking about, Frank? I don't remember him even being with Moose, honestly.
Is when I take the TNA World Heavyweight Championship and burn his legacy to dust.
Spoiler alert, the location is the BDE MSG. That'll be great.
Becoming who you're supposed to be.
And here we go. We have Moose driving. So it looks like some sort of parking lot with the TNA title. And we go to the ring and we see it's like a abandoned warehouse. And we see EC3 beating up some random bearded guy. This is not the BDE MSG. It looks like Raw Underground, actually, with the Florida talent around the ring. EC3 looking jacked, as always. We got all these guys in their Control Your Narrative hoodies. And Moose comes in with his TNA title.
Okay, sorry, what did I miss? They're at like a...
Yeah, it's like some looks like Raw Underground, honestly. Moose came in, he drove in, and EC3 was taking out some enhancement talent in the ring. And he has his little goon surrounding Moose now. That's pretty much it. Nothing else really happened.
Is that Retribution?
I think so. Looks like a bunch of teenagers, honestly. It looks like EC3 right there in the bleachers.
Alright, who do we have for this, guys? It's got to be EC3, right?
I would think so. I mean, is it even a match? Like, there's no referee or anything, so I don't think there even has to be a winner.
Is that a chokeslam?
What's with the music?
I don't know.
Some really weird music playing in the background.
Yeah, what is this song?
No idea. Maybe I should use Shazam.
Oh, none of the turnbuckles have pads. Or is
Oh
it just-
no.
Yeah. Oh no, they've just removed that top one. Oh no.
So according to Shazam, this is Joaquin plus Sue with Through Your Open Door. If anybody wants to download this banger of a song.
Joaquin Wazoo?
Joaquin plus Sue.
Message me.
It's a cold wave post-punk song.
Right.
I'll send it to you.
Cold wave post-punk song?
Yes.
Alright.
Of course, Moose
We
has to
got
wear
color.
whites. Yeah, he's gotta wear the all whites. He's dressed like Waylon Mercy back in 1995 WWF. All whites.
Moose is making easy work of him.
Blood.
VC3 laughing.
Bad. He's an animal. Jesus. Moose looks like he has the Wilson Castaway handprint on his pants. Oh, that was very edited. And the song is back.
Yeah!
That's the best part of this match is that song. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like from The Wedding Singer when he's singing "You Spin My Head Round and Round."
Right,
That's what
yeah.
it sounds like an old 80s
Yeah, this is
pop
just
song.
a bit weird. Oh, for a sec I thought there was a crack on my TV. It was just the way it was shot. I just panicked for a sec.
It's so intense they cracked your television.
Yeah, there's like white spots on the from the
Yeah, I
film.
see it in the center. Yeah. Well, I know what I'm adding to my Bound for Glory playlist.
Take from you emotion. Take from you physical. Take from you spiritual.
What? Take it from physically, emotionally, spiritually. Okay.
This is not belongs to me. This belongs to the annals of history. This belongs to those who have earned it, worked for it, carried a company, whether it's dying, whether it's thriving, on their backs. This title means something. It means everything. You want to be a champion? But now,
What the hell?
Oh, jeez. Oh,
What's he call that move?
What the hell does he call it? The 1%? No, that was his nickname. I don't think, did he call it that as well?
The 1%er, I thought that was the TKO, wasn't it?
So what, he just had a flashback and he's like
We have loads
thinking of his
flash-
old self.
is this what you want?
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
I just haven't really understood EC3's agenda. He's been
Okay,
like,
so yeah,
very Bray
it
Wyatt
was
to me,
called
just talking in
it
rhythm
was
and stuff.
it was called the 1%er. Originally, he called it the 1%er, and then
Okay.
the Fireman's Carry he also called the 1%. So
Right, okay.
this is so stupid. I don't know what's going on. Perfect tagline for the show. Yeah.
What is this?
This is going on far too long.
This
That's
is
what's
going on a long time.
And there's no like progression. There's no. Yeah.
He loves calling him son of a bitch.
Is this what you want? I'm waiting for I Know What You Did Last Summer. What are you waiting for?
Yeah.
360 spin. That's all we need. So he's giving the title up. You know, up there with I Love You, I'm Sorry, we're going to have Enjoy Your Narrative. Thank you. That's up there with
Yeah.
final wrestling things.
Are we now gonna see, like... Is EC3 just... Has he just been, like, doing whiplash for Moose? You know, just cruel to be kind?
I don't know what's
was
going
that?
on. Maybe he has commitments in Ring of Honor, and he's going to come back here. He's feuding with the Briscoe brothers in Ring of Honor right now, so who knows?
That was bizarre. What do
yeah.
we think, guys? Control your narrative.
Frank says that was the thing that happened. Yes, I agree.
Like Moose
It's where EC3 becomes Eric Bateman again.
The moves tonight we haven't seen a very violent and dark side.
We're all still trying to put the pieces together. Of what
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, do you mind helping us a little bit, Josh?
live on Access TV. It was Countdown to Glory, the hour before Bound for Glory.
Ah, we're gonna get our Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson appearance.
Most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, as he was inducted into the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame by none other than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
My friend, my brother, congratulations on the induction into the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame. Proud of you. Thank you so much for the memories. Thank you so much for the sweat equity. And thank you for being just an awesome dude, man, at a time when I really needed it in my career. I really appreciate it. Very proud of you. Enjoy this. And you got some Terramana tequila, brother, coming for you. And I want you to enjoy it. Congratulations again, Kenny, world's most dangerous man, inducted into the Impact Wrestling Hall of Fame. Congratulations.
Of course, The Rock had to put a plug in for his vodka.
Spoke passionately, he spoke from the heart earlier tonight, live on Countdown to Glory on Access.
Wow, what an induction.
Shamrock thanked his family, he thanked his rivals, and he thanked his friends here.
Right, I'm gonna try and serve up my food.
Congratulations to the world's most dangerous.
Yeah, The Rock just made his Impact debut. I'll plug in his new alcohol.
Shamrock. You know, Dan, we got caught up in the action earlier, the Collier shot Gauntlet, everything that was going down around here, the ring, and Rhino with the victory.
I wonder if The Rock even realizes that Impact Wrestling was TNA.
Secured the contract for Heath. Heath is now officially a member of the Impact roster as a result of Rhino winning that match.
That's exciting. What if I was just saying earlier, friends are very important.
You said that there should be friends. In your mind, you don't think that The Rock should be friends with Ken Shamrock?
Hey, The Rock looks good. He looks like he lifts weights.
It looks great.
Looks
Yeah, it was
phenomenal.
nice that you let him use your backyard for that.
Surprised I call him The Rock.
Speaking of friends, Ken Shamrock has
Not just
developed
Dwayne Johnson.
friendship with none other than Sami Callihan.
Up next, can you do a video stream tomorrow? We actually are doing a video stream tomorrow for Hell in a Cell. So join us tomorrow, same channel, 7 p.m. for Hell in a Cell with all 5 of its members as of right now.
Sammy! Oh, I should have known. I'm telling you right now, I'm a good guy. I'm a good guy.
And also, if you're down, we're going to be having a Zoom call on Wednesday after Halloween Havoc. So everybody dress up. We're going to have a Halloween Zoom party on Wednesday after Halloween Havoc. A video game stream? I'm gonna have to see if he wants to do that. I'll ask Davie. I know they just got a Switch, so they might be doing some Mario Kart soon. The code for the Zoom call, I'm sure they're gonna distribute that. I'll ask Davie when he gets back, but I'm sure we'll have that available. Geez, Eric, you picked a really good show to go off on as your last show. Manuel Bucket, what time for what? What time for Hell in the Cell is going to be at 7 p.m. And the Halloween Havoc show should go like right after NXT goes off the air. So around 10 o'clock, 10:10, around that time on Wednesday.
All right, do we care about this match at all?
Not really. Manuel Bucket was asking if we could do a video stream tomorrow for Hell in the Cell, and I told him that we are doing one.
We will be indeed, yeah. There'll be more of us as well, and we'll probably get a little bit more lubricated for that one.
It's always good to get lubricated.
Excuse me while I eat my dinner, guys. It's been a day. I'm hungry. Yeah, so we'll be going live at 7 p.m. Eastern time for our live watch along, and stick on because we'll be doing a post show right after. And make sure you hit subscribe to upNXT, wherever you find your podcasts or on Spotify. Yeah, and if you want to subscribe, patreon.com/upNXT. $5 gives you all our shows. We've got over 200 on the Patreon. Over 200 shows on our free feed as well. So many shows for you to listen to. But yes, we will be here tomorrow for Hell in a Cell. We pretty much do these for every single pay-per-view, whether it be Impact, AEW, WWE. We try our best to always have one of these watch-alongs going on. Because it's fun. It's fun. We can't necessarily be there and watch with people live because of circumstances this year, but we can watch with our friends.
I will take this opportunity to get a quick drink. If
Yeah,
this match
do it.
really does not do anything for me.
No, me neither.
He's been making his way through Impact Wrestling for the last number of months, and now aligning himself with Shamrock. What do you think it is, Don, about Sami Callihan that allows him to lead individuals?
Well, it's got a kind of a weird charisma about it. But Shamrock told me, she said, I don't like the way that Callahan delivers messages, but what he says is the truth. Good Shamrock here. Eddie looking to lock up, but Shamrock's got the fists up.
What kind of match do you think we're going to see between these two? Do you think we're going to get any technical wrestling? It's weird because Shamrock likes to end things with angle.
Shamrock landing some of those punches, now trying to get a knee to the point of the chin.
So Shamrock's wanting to box this match.
Eddie and Sammy joined us on Press Pass.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Eddie Edwards, like I don't know if you saw his early work when he was part of the American Wolves with Davie Richards, but he was a really good like technical wrestler. Then something happened, and he just morphed into Tommy Dreamer. I think it happened around the time when
He got
Didn't he
hit in
get
the head with a baseball bat.
yeah. pretty much right after that he just became this brawler wrestler, wearing jeans and
Yeah,
yeah, totally switched it up.
I haven't really seen much of his older stuff, but he doesn't... I think he's a good promo. I think he's a good babyface, but I don't particularly get into his matches.
Not only is Ken Shamrock in the Impact Wrestling,
Yes, Eric Marcotte, Ken Shamrock is wrestling.
Deservedly so. I mean, my first UFC event I ever watched had Ken Shamrock, and I took one look at him, and I couldn't believe it. He didn't look human. He still doesn't. He's a physical freak, Josh Matthews.
Shamrock made the transition. And look at the way he tracked the arm with the leg there. That's so smart of Ken Shamrock, isn't it?
And look, it is, and Eddie Edwards is an accomplished submission wrestler, trained a lot in Japan, but you're talking about, that's like saying you're a good high school basketball player.
I'm actually surprised we're about a minute into this match and they haven't gone to the outside yet.
Submission wrestling on the world stage.
Don't jinx it.
Ken Shamrock.
And there's a cover here by Shamrock on this very special night for Ken Shamrock. And it's also a special night for a couple members of the Impact Wrestling family, isn't it?
Yeah, our good friend Lou Sahadi, the father of our creative director David Sahadi. Lou Sahadi turned 90 today. And do you know the names of the wrestling magazines he put out? I used to
Wrestling Confidential.
Yeah, that's it, baby. So happy 90 with the big Lou. David's a good friend of ours, and we like to keep it in the family here at Impact Wrestling.
Also, happy birthday to David as well, our director here tonight. And Shamrock has a tight hold here.
Eric, they're actually working a very kind of MMA style here. You might dig it.
I feel like I'm watching Bloodsport.
Yeah. I actually prefer they're doing this than the shit I thought they were going to be doing.
They're gonna get to it. I feel like they're gonna get to it. I mean, maybe because Shamrock went into the Hall of Fame, maybe he requested that he has a more Shamrock style match.
Yeah.
Now look at this. Look at the leg. Shamrock is a master of leg and ankle submissions.
And what's another difference between MMA and pro wrestling? There's rope breaks here. There's not rope breaks in MMA.
Shamrock wrestled in Paul in Pancrase. And there were rope breaks.
Did you get a chance to see any of like Shamrock's early WWF work when he was in like in the early '90s?
Oh, sorry, early 90s.
Well, no, like mid 90s, like what 95, 96.
Yeah, no, I
yeah.
was. That's when I was following. Like, I started watching. I always quite enjoyed Shamrock.
Yeah, he was pretty good.
Yeah, I liked him. I thought there was, by all accounts, it was either a podcast or it might have been JR's book actually, where he says they had every intention on like strapping the Rocket to him and making him a champion, but his attitude wasn't the best. And
He just kind of disappeared after a while. That was it.
Yeah. But no, I always liked Shamrock. It's funny. And here we are out on the outside.
Yep.
We heard it. We're aware. Oh, Callahan's like a carnival barker here. He's like something. Now, Eddie Edwards has developed a reputation for being a stellar brawl.
Thank you, Manuel, for subscribing. We appreciate it. Oh yeah, Chris Elliott. That's exactly what I think of. Wasn't Shamrock handcuffed as well? Or I might be just getting that confused with the Mick Foley spot. But yeah, just absolutely walloped him in the face with a chair. That's probably
Pretty
how
sure he was
I think he was, right?
Yeah, because I remember him ripping the handcuffs off like during the match at one point.
That's probably why The Rock did this video. Shamrock was like, hey, do you remember when you almost killed me with a chair? You're doing this video, Dwayne.
You owe me. Remember when you told me 25 years ago? I owed you one.
Shamrock is just trying to Irish whip Johnny Valentine. He's here to fight. He's here to fight. He's here to break bones. God, caught him in the shoulder.
Since it's Shamrock's Hall of Fame induction, what are some other Shamrock memories? I know he was the first ever NWA TNA champion. He won like their first pay-per-view. He won the title there. I know he tapped out to Vince McMahon once, right? Wasn't he in the Lion's Den? And he tapped out, quote unquote, to Vince McMahon.
Yeah, he like innovator of the Lion's Den match. He was in the Union, right? Wasn't it him, Test, Big Show, and Mankind? That fantastic.
Yeah, with the 4x4s. Yep. Mm-hmm. The Union. Yeah, it was around that time. It was like him, Dan Severn, Steve Blackman. They had all these like MMA style wrestlers.
I quite liked Steve
98.
Blackman. Like,
yeah,
not
I was a
much
big fan of Steve
personality, but I
Blackman.
enjoyed his style.
Chris Elliott says his match with Owen in the Hart Dungeon. Yep. He was King of the Ring, IC champion, and tag champion. Yeah.
Will he ever be in the WWE Hall of Fame? What do you think?
I think so.
Yeah?
I can see him going there. Question for Eric Marcotte. Where would you rank him in top UFC fighters? Is he in the top 10 of all time of just MMA UFC? I feel like he might have been before like the UFC really had like their big boom. I know he was like one of the original fighters.
And now it's all Eddie Edwards. Eddie Edwards off the ropes, and Eddie. Oh, Shamrock caught his neck on that bottom cable.
I mean, I would
Eric
say
would not
maybe
rank him. Yep.
Eric wouldn't rank him.
No.
I would say like I discovered UFC because of Ken Shamrock. Like, I'm not a huge UFC fan, but I remember finding out about it because I was a wrestling fan and heard that Ken Shamrock was in this like other thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Dan Severn used to come out with the UFC title and everything when he was in WWF. He actually had the UFC heavyweight title. My cousin would always talk about like this Ultimate Fighting Championship. This is back when there was no weight classes. It was just straight brawling. And it was like some underground, like illegal type activity. It felt like a kickboxer, a blood sport. So we'd watch it one time, and it was just craziness. There was no rules, no weight classes. I was like, what the hell's going on? And eventually they regulated it and made it a more proper sport. But when it first started, it was like a fucking shit show.
Don't worry about Callahan out here. And Eddie Edwards. I like that Eddie has changed his approach a little bit mid-match, and now going.
Is that true, Frank? He was the first wrestler to make somebody tap? I guess they would usually say like I quit, or they would just give up. But yeah, it was Shamrock, and then I guess Kurt Angle after that would actually make people tap out. Shamrock could be the first person with his ankle lock.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think. watching those like old like Flair Steamboat matches and stuff like that, and a lot of the old like All Japan 90s matches, you'd have submissions, but then they kind of do what Sonada does. They use it to weaken them down and then let go and go for a pin.
Right.
Like try and like put them to sleep and then pin them. You didn't see tap out, so as you said, it would be a verbal quit. So maybe I'd kind of buy that.
Yeah, because if you go back and watch like a lot of old matches, they'll be tapping out, but the match is still going on because it wasn't even like a rule. If you tap out, you lose. You have to verbally submit to it.
Kicks out into a triangle. That's quite cool.
This cross arm breaker almost fully locked in, and goes over Shamrock down. And Shamrock has two Shamrock. One choice there. One choice there. Let go of the hold or get pinned. Easy decision for Ken Shamrock. Jumping kick there by Eddie Edwards, caught him in the shoulder.
Sami Callihan's rocking a hat that says Tope Suicida.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look of concern in the eyes of Sami Callihan lurking ringside.
That might be the heaviest shot of the match from Eddie. Pointed the chin on Shamrock with that elbow.
Shamrock down. Sami trying to...
This isn't great, but it's actually a little better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's got me interested. I'll be honest. Like,
I think they're
I
working
thought I
a
was gonna
better
be on my
style.
phone.
Yeah.
I'm actually watching the match.
Eddie didn't get all of that headbutt, but I like that maneuver. Shamrock, there's certain things Shamrock doesn't see coming because they don't come from his world, and now Eddie looking for the backpack stunner here.
Eddie Edwards, backpack stunner, nailed it. Falls back into the cover, but he's spent. He's beat.
Gonna go for the pin here.
Shamrock
Oh,
sits
now.
up. And Shamrock.
Sleeper hold.
Eddie Edwards had no idea that he had given up his back to Shamrock.
Eddie's trying to block, and he's got a hold of Shamrock. Eddie's got wrist control on Shamrock right now.
Shamrock unlocks his legs from around the waist.
Oof.
Headbutt by Eddie Edwards.
That was nice.
Busted open Shamrock right below the eye.
Ugh.
There's another headbutt
Hate
by
headbutts.
Eddie Edwards.
And this is a war. This is an absolute war.
Not the kind of match that we're used to seeing from Eddie.
Eddie does not back down, even from the world's most dangerous man on a night that Shamrock went into the Hall of Fame. Eddie Edwards does not care.
Eddie looking for the Boston Tea Party. Looking to put away Ken Shamrock here tonight.
Both men showing welts on their upper bodies from the punishment.
Oh,
That's got to be it, right?
From Eddie Edwards.
Is he
think
going to do
so.
it again? Oh, he wants to tap him?
oh wow, that would be embarrassing. Oh,
Sami Callihan's on the apron.
what?
Sami Callihan.
Oh, here we go with the bullshit.
Are we going to go cinematic now?
Just when I was enjoying the match.
My monitor went down.
Everything went down. Shamrock's in the ring.
Callahan's got the baseball bat that he practically blinded Eddie Edwards with 2.5 years ago.
Smile on his face. Oh, look, it's Kenny. It's Kenny. Kenny the Kennel stick.
Oh, yes.
2 shots. And Sami Callihan's
Okay,
out here.
now distraction and
But look at
Shamrock wins.
Shamrock overhead belly.
The belly.
And Kenny
And the locks in.
Eddie Edwards is going to have to tap out. Writhing in pain. Oh, it's off.
And Eddie taps.
All right, so for everybody that's not watching, basically Eddie had the match won. He had the submission move on. Sami Callihan turned off the lights with his cell phone. When the lights came back on, he had a bat. Eddie had a Singapore cane or kendo stick. And
It's
he hit
Kenny.
him with it. And, yeah,
Um,
Shamrock got the win.
that was actually better than I thought it was going to be. Didn't think it was fantastic, but that was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I think they worked a better style than, as we said, we were kind of expecting them to be going around the outside and brawling a bit more. But I kind of like that they worked the like MMA style there.
Here tonight. And who will be victorious later tonight, ladies and gentlemen?
Are you okay with the way they did that distraction finish in a way? Just to make, I guess, Eddie not look as weak.
Yeah, I don't. It wasn't too it wasn't completely overbooked. Whatever, but yeah, I thought that was better than I thought it was. Oh, so what have we got left? We've got the women's title, we've got the tag titles, we've got the world title. Is that everything left?
I think so. I think that's it.
Becoming world champion. He recovered from his career nearly ending, and Rich wants the title tonight.
So it's a tag match now.
Looks like it. Yep, just 3 matches left. Okay.
Okay, so we've got Ace Austin and Madman Fulton taking on the North, taking on the Good Brothers, taking on the Motor City Machine Guns. Who are you picking here? I think this could be great. I think this will be a really fun match. Who is your pick, John? Are we seeing the Machine Guns retain, or are we getting new champions?
I would, for some reason, I see the Good Brothers getting the titles. I don't want them to get the titles, but I see like them wanting to put the titles on them just to kind of push them a little bit. I know they got their special coming up. They're talking Shop Mania too, so I feel like they might want to put the titles on them, just kind of give a little bit more of a rub. But I would personally like to see the Machine Guns. I feel like they just won the titles. I feel like I'd like to see them hold on to the title a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm the same. I can see them going with Gallows and Anderson here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's even in their contracts that they have a title run. But I think for the more interesting matches, I'd much rather see Machine Guns win. That being said, they've kind of had the 2 matches I've been wanting to see the most, which is the Rascals and the North. They've kind of done both them a couple of times, so I don't know who else in the division I'm particularly interested in seeing facing them, so maybe a title change would be the best idea.
I could also see a thing where like Austin and Fulton get the titles and they drop them right away to like Heath and Rhino, maybe, if they want to continue keeping them as a team, as like a transitional team.
Have Heath and Rhino go for the titles?
Yeah, but I would put the titles first on like on Austin and Madman, just so it looks better for them to beat them for the title. I can't see Heath and Rhino beating any of these other teams for the titles.
No, I mean, I think the Good Brothers as well are in a weird spot at the moment where they're kind of heels, but kind of they're like in this weird tweener phase as well. So you could just turn them full on heel, I think, as well.
Eric Marcotte says he should. You're looking forward to talking about Shopomania too?
Oh God, no.
Chris Elliott, I did watch that Talkin' Shop special from Tuesday. It was really weird. It was like there was like one match. It was like this battle royal where Heath Slater dressed up as Elvis Presley or Elvis Presley, whatever he calls himself. But it was really weird. You had like Scott D'Amore talking and just doing corny jokes the whole show. It was, I don't know. I couldn't get into it. I don't listen to their podcasts, so maybe a lot of their humor goes over my head. But I didn't really.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's humor is so subjective, isn't it? And I think maybe people who like subscribe and like love those guys love these kind of talk and shop things. I hated the first one. I didn't get it at all. Didn't see the new one. How did it compare
the problem
to
is
the last one?
It was nothing like that. It was more like a talk. It was like a podcast. It was like a audio podcast that just happened to have like a match, like a battle royal, but it was all like done in comedy. Yeah, it wasn't. It was more of like their podcast style, I guess. But the one that's coming out next month is going to be like the actual show, the Talkomania 2.
Yeah,
I think the problem is I think a lot of the characters are introduced in their podcast. So like when you see so and so come out, the listener's going to be like, "Oh, that's right. And we have no idea who the hell it is."
Yeah, I'm with you. But that it's the same thing with like when you bring Being the Elite to like Dynamite. It's the argument: should we? Like, if we don't understand something, is it then on us to kind of go, oh, well, maybe I should watch Being the Elite to get the full story? Or do they have to spell everything out more?
Yeah.
Elvis Wesley.
Elvis Wesley. Yep. I expect them to be following these shows. I feel like they need to do a better job on actually like showing clips from BTE or showing clips from Talking Shop, just so at least we have a better idea. Like, they expect everybody to just know this.
Yeah, I mean, I would say I never feel with AEW that I'm completely lost whenever they do a reference to being the Elite, but definitely that Talking Shop was completely over my head. So the North have attacked the machine. Oh my word!
Oh Jesus!
So the North have taken out the machine guns. Yeah. Josh Alexander just hit like this butterfly pile driver on the stage. Was that Sabin? He hit that too?
That was Shelly.
Shelly, all right.
Shelly's out, yeah. Oh, he's out. Wow.
Yeah. That was crazy.
What do they do? Do they replace the team? Do they make it a triple threat? Because they're the champions. It's kind of a weird situation.
That pile driver looked nuts.
Yeah.
So the ring bell hasn't started yet. Sabin's like looking on at Shelly. Doesn't know what to do.
It looks like the ref is telling Sabin to go to the match. That's what it seems like.
That's very irresponsible. Yeah. Hey, go on your own. Scott D'Amour's come out. Jimmy Jacobs is there, checking on Shelly. Yeah, Shelly's out.
This is the only advantage to not having fans. Like when you hear like this eerie silence, like when certain situations happen, that's like the only like positive for having no fans, I think. It looks like the ref is saying
the
you
ref's
need to
like,
be
what
in
do you
this
want to
match. Do? Yeah. Looks like Sabin said, what do you mean? Come on, what do you mean? It seems like the ref gave us some sort of ultimatum, like, hey, listen, you got to be in this match one way or another, or the titles are going to be forfeited.
D'Amour should just come out and just go, no, match is off. Champions aren't fit. Match is off. So the North are just like, Sabin's ran to the ring bell's gone, and he's trying to take out both members of the North, but they're just double teaming him right now.
Now I can see this as a way of maybe Shelly limping his way back to the match later on and then being the reason why they lose the titles, like kind of trying to force to be in the match, and then he's like the leak link, and that's how they actually lose the titles. That's what I'm guessing, maybe.
So you think they are going to lose?
Yeah. After seeing that, I feel like that's the reason why they did this. I can see him trying to come in the match and be a part of it and being the reason they lose.
So
or just Sabin can lose the titles. Sorry,
I was just going to say, Ace Austin's tagged himself in and has now tagged in Fulton, so now they're teaming up on Sabin. I don't want to see the titles on Austin and Fulton. I think Austin is way more valuable as a singles guy, having Fulton more of his heavy. I don't really buy them as an actual tag team.
Yeah, I'd rather see Fulton with somebody like Eric Young. They have the sanity connection.
True.
I feel like they can put them together.
I think Fulton's starting to come in his own a bit more as a big man. Still something that doesn't really click with me, but I definitely seen improvement since he's joined Ace Austin as a side to, what was it? OVW? No, what were they called?
Ohio
OVE.
versus everyone? OVE,
yeah.
Yeah.
They sucked.
Yeah, it's weird because Sami Callihan was the original leader for Sanity, and then it was his idea supposedly, and they gave it to Eric Young, and now
Oh, really?
they're both in here doing very similar gimmicks. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's a story. It was Callahan's idea with the whole hacker stuff, and then they released them, but they kept Fulton and everybody else. Jeez, Sanity.
Like, unfortunately, it's a good angle, but the most exciting part of this match are the Motor City machine guns, and
With their tag team working, we're not going to be able to
exactly,
see that now. Yeah?
and taking Shelley out. This is kind of a bit dull.
Yeah, I wonder why they did that. Unless he's like legit hurt or like.
If he's
I don't know,
legit
doesn't make any
hurt, why is
sense.
he taking a butterfly pile driver on a stage?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been building this matchup for so long too, and
Like,
just
I
to
think
have it like not actually happen.
The North have kind of been in this weird, like, tweener role, I think, since losing the title. So at least it firmly establishes that these guys are full-on heels. Because I'd say when they were feuding with Austin and Fulton, you kind of, well, personally, I would cheer the North over those guys. But, yeah, I think maybe it was just to establish them. But it's kind of just made this match dull for me.
Yeah.
So Sabin hasn't tagged out yet. It's all been Sabin in the ring. I don't think the Good Brothers have been in it at all so far.
No.
Just Alexander just missed the moonsault, so maybe this is the hot tag that Sabin needs. Fulton's tagged himself back in and is attacking Sabin.
Defending the World Tag Team titles on his own due to the fact that the North took out Alex Shelley. If we get a medical update, and we hope to, on Alex Shelley, we will bring it to you here live tonight, folks.
That was way too
that?
close to the mic.
Is that Fulton?
That's Fulton just roaring.
I thought it was somebody at my door. I was like, jeez, yelling.
So Fulton was just on the outside, out of camera, and just decided to roar, but was clearly right by one of the ring mics, because that was loud.
And I'm hearing it from your end as well, so I see like this ultimate roar.
Oh, wipe your mouth. Just dribbling.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Manuel. I'd love to hit 1,000 subscribers. I don't know what we're at the moment. We can get there. I think we can get there.
We are at 723.
Oh yeah, let's get this a bit further up. So Fulton is now just destroying Sabin. Just hit a delayed vertical suplex. And Sabin still hasn't tagged in. He's trying to fight his way back into the match. Still getting destroyed.
I mean, if you think about it, if you're a tag team champion, why would you want to tag somebody else in? Like, I feel like that would give the advantage to somebody else winning the titles. I mean, they never really like play that in these type of matches. But if you think about it realistically, it's like you're letting somebody else get the opportunity. You know, it doesn't make any sense. But it's wrestling.
You want to be strategic, don't you? You want to be out of the match so you're fresh, and then try and make a tag so you can come back into it. Oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
So, and Sabin's made the tag. So Sabin just hit like this double like roll through move on Austin, and then spike DDTing Fulton. And Fulton's a bit rocked now, and Carl Anderson's now made the tag. So Sabin is now out the match, and it's Anderson and Austin in the ring. And Anderson's ditched his awful camo shorts that he's been wearing, which don't work for him at all. This is a much better look for him, I think. And Gallows has ditched his camo as well.
I know they said when they signed with Impact, they have the ability to work in New Japan. I'm pretty sure that they would have loved to be part of the World Tag League if it wasn't for because they haven't announced any teams as far as I know in that or the best of the Super Juniors. So
yeah, I imagine we'll be getting
some specialty names.
How long till that?
About another week or so, because I know they're doing the Power Struggle right now, and that show is next week. So I think they're going to announce the competitors within the next week or so.
Right.
I like the idea, though, of having 2 tournaments at the same time happening. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I Tag League gets so little interest anyway. I think it's a way to... You're going to watch the undercard more if you've just got, like...
Yep.
Tag League as the undercard and then the Super Juniors as the main card. That really works for me.
Saying Saban tagged himself in. The announcers are saying how he should have rested a little bit more. The camera has some really weird work.
So Saban's now like fine. He had a minute rest on the outside, and now he's just taking out everyone. Double crossbody to the north, tope suicida to the outside, taking out Doc Gallows, and now he's climbing to the top to do something crazy against Carl Anderson.
Crossbody up. Oh no. Oh,
just went for a top rope crossbody to Anderson, but Anderson managed to counter it into a pin attempt. But Saban kicked out.
Well, the Good Brothers are undefeated. I didn't realize that. They just brought that up. They hadn't lost since coming back.
I mean, this is probably the most interesting combination, I'd say, Saban and Anderson.
Yeah.
Oof. Oh!
Oh, jeez.
Austin just leapt off the top with a crossbody, but ate a drop kick.
What's he gonna do now? Oh! Saban just messing everybody up
Saban
here.
cleaning house. Okay, so now it's Austin's the legal man, is he? Austin and Saban is the legal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh!
Saban just hit a Samoan driver on Austin, but Ethan Page broke the fall. Yeah, this is definitely the Chris Sabin show, this match.
Yeah, I'm really intrigued on why they decided to do this. Like,
yeah, it's kind of strange.
Like, if Shelley wasn't cleared to wrestle, like, why even bring him out at all? Like, doesn't make any sense.
I don't think he's not been cleared, because as I said, why would they do that spot?
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't think of.
Oh, he's laid out backstage, you know?
Right. So that's what I'm trying to think. Like, what else would be a reason for him not wrestling?
So Saban and Page are now the legal two, right?
Alexander just got tagged in.
Oh.
Oh.
So the North are just double teaming. Chris Saban now just picked up a near fall. Saban is still alive without a partner.
Anderson trying
Anderson's climbing on the ropes on the outside. Gonna probably try and make a tag. And Anderson's tagged in. Oof! Crazy kick from Gallows.
Yeah.
Gallows catches Ace Austin. Ace Austin lands on his feet. Little Houdini act in the corner. Man, Ace Austin is smooth.
Whoa.
Ace Austin off the ropes. There to Gallows, who absorbed that with his arm and shoulder. Back inside.
So who are the legal two now? It's still Alexander.
I thought it was Anderson and Josh. Yeah.
Yeah. Austin hasn't tagged himself back in. But...
Nah. Whoa, what is this?
Where's Ace Austin looking to do here? It's Josh Alexander. Here it's Paige.
So Austin just got up on like a electric chair on Fulton's shoulders to try and hit some sort of double team move. But the North just cornered them and start attacking Fulton whilst Austin's on his shoulders.
I like that. That was innovative.
That was kind of cool.
I always wanted Anderson to have like a good singles run, but I feel like it's never gonna happen.
Sorry, who?
Anderson, Carl Anderson. I always wanted
yeah.
him to have like a strong singles run, but you know he's so attached to the hip to Gallows. And I don't even know who's legal anymore.
No, me neither. This is every Impact tag match. That's why. Oh,
I think it's these two still.
oh, nice. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So, Anderson and Gallows were kind of double teaming Alexander. They went for the magic killer, but he was able to kick out. Anderson goes for the gun stun, but Alexander also blocks that. And as he gets shoved to the outside, Paige uses the tag title to wallop him in the head. And Josh Alexander pins Carl Anderson. And we have new tag team champions back on the North. There was good stuff in that match, but I just felt kind of underwhelmed by it. I assume they're just building for another Machine Guns the North feud, but we've sort of already done that. And
yeah, I mean it gives the Machine Guns a reason to get a rematch, but it just, like you said, it's missing something by not having the Machine Guns in their tag team spots.
So now we've got, what is it, Two-Face with Sugar and Spice?
Sugar and Spice, yep.
So Johnny Bravo, Ty Valkyrie, Rosemary. Okay, and now Havoc's come in, because they need to get James Mitchell. Okay.
Yeah, Frank in the chat room says the match was disappointing with it just being Sabin the whole match. I agree. There's something definitely missing. You can't, the Machine Guns are the type of tag team where you need both of them.
That's all I hear when you guess what? I'm my own man. I read the past in this relationship. Whatever happens, I'll let you, because once you're married to me, she's married to what I say.
Oh, boo.
Wow.
Damn.
Johnny Not So Bravo.
Yeah, so Havoc and Rosemary just went off to resurrect James Mitchell, I'm guessing. Tyre was left with Bravo and asking how much Rosemary knows of the wedding plans, because he's planned all these kind of crazy things with unicorns and stuff. And he shut Tyre down and was like, hey, you wanted me to be my own man? Well, that's what I'm doing. And Rosemary doesn't have a say in this. And once we're married, she does what I say. So, Bravo being a bit of a dick.
Yes.
Yeah. Not being very 21st century. Okay, this is the match I'm looking forward to the most. Deonna Purrazzo defending her Impact Knockouts Championship against Kylie Rae. I think this is going to be excellent.
I like how they had Kylie get a more serious tone without turning heel. Like you know, usually in characters like that, they have to turn heel before they start being serious. But the fact that she's actually still being herself, but at the same time knows when not to smile.
Exactly. That's always been my problem with her. I think now it's definitely working for me. She's showing her aggressive side. She's showing that she wants to win and wants to wrestle. And just because of that doesn't mean she can't be happy and smiley and friendly. But in the ring now, she's a lot more serious. Who have you got for this one, guys? Do we see Deonna retaining, or do we see a title switch here?
I'm going to go with Kylie being really strong in this match. Probably the best she's ever been, but still coming up short. But to the point where Deonna gains her respect. And maybe have a rematch down the road.
Yeah, I kind of think Deonna should have a real good long run with this. And it will be a bit soon to just kind of switch it, I think. And Kylie as a babyface needs to be on the chase more so. And Madison Rayne has joined the commentary booth.
I just hope we don't get any like shenanigans with like Su Yung and you know, that whole. That's what I'm hoping we don't. Yeah.
The champ coming out first. I don't like it.
She's accompanied by Kimberly with her skeleton dress, very spooky.
Fred thinks Deonna's got this one. Yeah, I kind of agree. But I think this is going to be good. How long do you think this goes? Over or under 15?
I'm going to go over. It's going to be a little under 20, I think. Maybe like 17, 18 minutes.
Okay.
Pretty long, I think.
I think I'm going to say 14. 14 minutes.
Frank says she's ready for the Zoom call. Does that count as a Halloween outfit, though? Wearing a skeleton dress? I don't know. Does that count? To me, it doesn't.
I mean, it's lazy, isn't it? Let's be honest here. Wearing a skeleton t-shirt, kind of lazy, but I'm not going to boot you out the room for Halloween Havoc if you're wearing a skeleton t-shirt. It's.
I was having this discussion with my. Is she not coming out, Kylie Rae? What's this? There's a reason that Deonna came out first. Oh no.
Did Josh Alexander butterfly pile drive Kylie Rae on the stage as well?
Su Yung.
Any man, any woman that's alive in the Impact Wrestling women's locker room or men's locker room, let's do it right here, right now.
Do we know anything about this? Was Kylie
Well, I know
has Kylie been
at
any of those shows or anything?
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. She does a lot of indie wrestling, so maybe something happened.
And Su Young's arm is just better now.
Su Yung is back. This is interesting.
Oh, this is disappointing.
This is like the one match I was looking forward to the most.
Me too.
Oh man.
Su Yung is back. And Su Yung has accepted this challenge. We've got a lot
Does anyone know anything about this, about Kylie Ray? This seems very odd not to kind of deliver on this match.
You better get back. Where's Kylie Ray?
I don't know. No, nobody has the answer to that question. Nobody knows where Kylie is.
And now we've got Su Yung. You've been in the ring.
They even played like a long promo for this Kylie Ray match.
Yeah,
this is very odd.
that's
Don't cross the right from this demon. It's not fun, Josh. It's not something you can prepare for, that you can train for. This is terrifying. This is what
Especially-
nightmares are made out of.
Especially Madison. When you prepared for a technical wrestler.
You saw their match at
Opposite coming out now.
what was it they just did? What, Victory Road?
For the first time in her Impact career, the
yeah.
That
it
was Susie.
her-
Yeah, Susie and Deonna. How was that?
looks scared out of
It was okay. It was mostly telling the story of her, still transforming and, getting possessed or whatever by Su Yung and showing the, things like that. It wasn't. It was more like the story of her transforming still. But the match was good. I mean, Su Young's a good wrestler. I think her as Su Yung, she definitely shows more than the Susie character. So this should be a better match than that.
I'm
I'm
surprised.
just really intrigued what happened with Kylie Ray. This is weird.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't announce anything on like social media, being like she's pulled and it's now going to be an open challenge. Because at least then you can, like, people are expecting this these days. Last minute card changes and things. It's going to be happening in the year we live in. But I think you'd actually get some interest if you kind of advertise that it's going to be a
Open challenge. Yeah.
open challenge. But very
It makes me
odd.
think if this show is live, maybe I don't know, because if they had a heads up,
Like I said, Josh,
we definitely would have promoted that.
something that you can prepare to stand across the ring from.
And Su Yung catches the boot of Deonna Purrazzo. Don, do you like the
It looks like Su Young's trying to attack the arm of Deonna because obviously in the story Deonna broke her arm like 3 weeks ago. Looks fine.
yourself and come up with a strategy?
Yeah, there's nothing online at all about Kylie Ray.
No, I couldn't find
Unless
anything.
in storyline, maybe Su Yung took her out. I don't know. They could be playing that whole thing. She took her out. She's in the match now. Maybe Kylie comes out halfway through the match, all beat up and torn.
She does have Kimberly in her corner. Kim's standing right out here in front of us.
I don't know. This is weird. Like first you have the Shelly thing, and then you have this. Like
Yeah.
something is definitely up.
This may not be where
Like
Deonna.
last minute changes.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's it.
Su Yung just hit a backbreaker on the ring apron.
Wow. And Su. Absolute destruction.
I mean, also this kind of, I can't see them flipping the title onto Su Yung, but also you're gonna have Su Yung lose in her kind of return match.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This is very strange. Hey Kendall, how you doing?
Kendall, what's going on?
Kendall's entered the room.
Madison, you were making the point moments ago, but I believe Su Yung has changed the match.
Well, she's changed the match, Josh, but just that quickly. We're back in the ring and
That's a cover. That's a cover. Rolls back through. Back and forth they go. Oh, massive palm strike.
Su Young's just completely dominating Deonna Purrazzo here. Just hit a big palm strike. Setting her up in the corner. She's now going to probably kick her in the fucking head. No.
no, Josh, she's quite literally. What nightmares
This
are
feels
made
so
out of.
flat to me.
Speaking from experience.
So according to the cage match, the last match that Kylie Ray had was on the 10th of October. So I can't see maybe there's nobody really on this card. I mean, on the same card you had Ethan Page and Josh Alexander, so I can't see it being.
I mean, that's over
know.
2 weeks ago as well, right?
And she wrestled Rahit Raju on the show, so she fought somebody who's
Who's
wrestled
on the
tonight.
roster anyway.
Yeah, so
Right.
I can't see that being a reason.
That she would fight any man.
I mean, she could have still came in contact with a non-wrestler. You never know, but
Yeah. You don't just catch it from wrestling. I mean, you're
For
not saying that,
wrestlers.
but it's just.
we're so used to that now. It's like, who did they wrestle last? And we just-
Exactly,
the old
like,
guessing game.
Sent me to
Maybe personal issues, I don't know. Or maybe this was what they had planned, which just seems very odd to hype this match so much.
seeing her since the
the end of the day, you know, we could talk about Undead Realm.
Especially, I think the news with Deonna signing long term, it kind of added more intrigue in this to me because I thought, oh well, that gives Deonna's clearly going to be the future with this company.
Yeah, and they just ran the special, the This Is Bound for Glory special, like yesterday, going through this match, and even before this match. So like to the very last second to change it like this is really weird.
So it's Deonna's got control now. She's been targeting the arms of Su Yung.
It's two back-to-back matches where something happened and just it leaves me flat. Like it's
this just feels a bit lumbering to me. Like I didn't feel Su Young's beatdown was kind of violent enough at the beginning of the match. And I don't really see how Deonna had the momentum turn to be in control. But this just feels a lot of walking around and grabbing each other's arms.
Has Deonna had this gear change for a while now? Like I don't remember her changing.
No,
up like
this is new. This is new gear, yeah. Deonna's locked in some kind of what submission she got here. Just wrapped her like leg around her throat, grabbing the back of the head.
Yeah, I know she has. Is this the what does she call it? The move that she calls after the statue that's missing the arms. What is that called? The
Statue of David?
No, not Statue of David. It's the female name. Not the Mona Lisa. There's a statue that has no arms, and she calls one of her moves that because it's about taking away the arms. It's kind of cool.
Okay, that's cool. This is a letdown to me. This is not working.
Venus de Milo. There we go. She calls it the Venus de Milo.
Okay. Su Yung starting to fight back with some right hands, but this feels very flat. YouTube room, what are our thoughts on this? Are kind of John and I on our own here, finding this a bit like not just the switch, but just the match itself just doesn't feel too hot to me.
Yeah, and like you said, like no matter who wins this match, it's going to be a little flat because Deonna losing the title is going to be odd. And then you have Su Yung, this new character that she brought back with little to no fanfare. And then to lose the first match on her return will be a little letdown as well.
It's very
Frank
bland.
says it's
Frank
very
agrees,
bland.
yeah.
Yep.
Oh, she's tied her into the ropes. It's like the Paradise Lock. So Deonna just applied like Sonata's Paradise Lock almost into the rope, so Su Yung was caught, just drop kicked her out of the ring. And now Deonna's bowing.
Oh, jeez.
No comment. No comment.
Yes.
Oh.
I can't watch this match. I'm like trying to is Kylie Ray okay? Like I want to know what happened. Like I want to update.
Yeah, commentary aren't even going on about where's Kylie Ray. Like this is
it's
so
weird that they're ignoring it.
odd.
I'm like, has she been hanging out with Brandy Lauren? Because he had Brandy Lauren who's dating Joey Janela. It's like a connection game. It's like, who's talking to who?
Wow. Nothing fancy about that move, but very effective. Loved the story this past Thursday night on This Is Bound for Glory.
So Su Young's just kind of come back with a DDT, but now both women are down.
She was just 18, knew she wanted to be a wrestler, and now look at her, knockouts champion. Dreams do come true, folks.
YouTube room, if any of you hear anything with Kylie Ray, let us know.
Yeah, if anybody knows Kylie Ray, if you want to give her a text message, if you want to tweet her, ask her if she's okay. Maybe she's involved with some business with Xia Li or something that we don't know about.
The Boa brand got to her.
Oh, God. All I'm going to say is if Xia Li comes out on NXT wearing yellow, I'm going to bug out. That's all I'm going to say.
What were you doing at TV? What's that? I can't say that on pay-per-view, Josh. Firing away here on Deonna Purrazzo. Oh! Collision in the corner. Right in front of Kimberly, and she's going to get out of harm's way. And Su Yung says the outro.
Eric, go to bed. Eric's saying in the room how tired he is. I don't think this match is going to help. Okay.
Separation here, perhaps. Both these knockouts look a little bit exhausted at this point.
Thank you, Kendall. Let us know what Kylie says.
He's on Kendall. He's hitting her up. Okay.
He's gonna hit her up.
Thanks,
Shoot her a
Kendall.
DM.
So now they're both on the outside. Su Yung has got the advantage. She's just sat Deonna Purrazzo down on a steel chair. And Deonna's just having a little rest.
Now, when she left AEW, didn't she have a match scheduled as well that like she didn't show up at, or what happened with that? Like I know she
Kylie
got
Ray?
released, but yeah, I feel like there was a match that was set up for her, if I'm not mistaken. Was it her and Riho or a title match? I feel like there was something with her.
I don't know. I think she'd already kind of left by the time the women's title came around.
Okay.
She worked a couple of matches. I believe it was just the timing in her life. Like she was mental health issues and wanted to kind of look after herself. And then the Impact kind of gig came on a little later on. But yeah, she wasn't in AEW much at all. Oh, pedigree. Su Yung just hit the pedigree to Deonna. What's that? Oh,
It's a glove that she puts on, and she like puts it in her opponent's mouth, and it's kind of like her mandible
claw. Okay.
Yeah. She tried to put that in my mouth when I took a picture with her.
Oh yeah.
I told her no. Thank you.
Pre-COVID times.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID. The
Yes.
good old days. Okay. Deonna's trying to fight back. Oh, almost a ref bump. This is going to be the ref bump here. Oh, no.
Oh!
This is going to be the ref bump. There we go.
Oh,
Bye-bye, ref.
there we go. Do we get Kimberly or Kylie Ray or somebody come in now?
So Deonna with a pump kick to the ref. Deonna with Su with the bastard driver. Su Yung just hit the bastard driver on Deonna Purrazzo, but the ref is down, people! What's going to happen?
Kimberly's coming in with the chair. She's having trouble getting in with her.
That wasn't the bastard driver, was it? It's Trent's move.
Oh.
What's it called?
The Dude Buster? I think he calls it.
The Dude Buster, that's right.
So Kimberly with a very weak chair shot to the back.
Yeah, that was terrible.
They're setting her up now. They're probably gonna put her head through the chair. No,
She's
her
putting
arm.
the chair on top of the arm. Oh,
Oh,
oh, and she's caught her with the mandible claw. Deonna just
And the
tried to
miss-
break the arm. Missed to Kimberly. Oh, but Fujiwara armbar's locked in on Su Yung.
Will Susie, Su Yung, excuse me, will she tap out?
She's reaching, Josh. She's reaching for Venus de Milo.
here it is, the Venus de Milo. Oh no! Reverse to the mouth. It's like a double submission going on right now.
Deonna to break. Yeah, Deonna had to break or she was going out with that mandible claw. Wow. What a match for the Knockouts Championship. Deonna Purrazzo with a pump kick. Here we go. Oh. Su Yung eats the first kick and the second. Su Young's bleeding.
Okay, this is starting to pick up a little.
Yeah.
Su Young's kind of hulking up.
Going all over. Deonna Purrazzo here. Purrazzo with a waistlock. Trying to get the arm. Trying to grab the arm. She's got it. Trying to corkscrew her in.
Stunner.
Oh,
She gonna do a rock bottom now? Like she's just going through all the moves.
Panic switch.
Wow.
panic switch.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Is this
Is
it?
that it?
This night.
Come on, ref.
What the fuck was that?
What the hell?
That was
Okay.
just so strange.
Are they doing the whole husband-wife winning titles tonight? Because you got Rich Swann in the main event.
Oh, are they a couple? I didn't know.
Yeah, yeah.
That was
Interesting.
really odd.
Yeah.
Kind of picked up at the end, but I felt like just the whole open challenge thing was weird. I think that's far too soon to take it off of Deonna. Very, very strange.
Yeah, and Deonna just walks away, like, very weak in defeat. Like, only thing I can think of is she is the one that took out Kylie Ray, and this sets up a Kylie Ray Su Yung match. Like, hopefully,
Yeah,
that's what they're going for. Thank you, Fredo. Okay, so he says Kylie Ray was advertised to compete against Leva Bates at Fyter Fest. However, she was replaced by Ali. Okay, that's what I was thinking of. I know there was a match that she was supposed to do, and then she got pulled
Right.
from the last minute.
As you know, Impact Wrestling is bringing
And then Frank says, I guess they wanted to give us title switches at their big show. Maybe Kylie was supposed to win. Okay, yeah. If Kylie was supposed to win, and
Okay.
then she, whatever reason.
I think they read my report, because I said this week in my report that they should bring Knockouts Tag Team titles back.
Oh, you're right. You did say that. Wow. Do you,
That's good.
you
I
want
think
to know?
I think that's a great idea. I think the women's division is so deep, and let's go Kira and Tasha for me.
Do you want to know who the last Knockout Tag Team Champions were?
No, I'm
It was
joking. Yeah,
OD.
sure.
It was ODB and Eric Young.
What the fuck?
That shows you why those titles went away.
Oh boy. All right, main event time. Who we got, people?
Well, let's see who shows up in the match first.
Yeah, this show's disappointing me, unfortunately.
Hard to Kill, January 16th, the next pay-per-view. Hard to Kill.
January 16, 2021. I said 2020 earlier because this is like the year that just won't end. Ladies and gentlemen,
That's quite good.
for joining us here tonight for the Knockouts Championship match. But we are moments away, ladies and gentlemen, from our main event for the Impact Wrestling World Title. What a story it's been.
All right, so in actual fact, we're gonna get what? Brian Myers versus Jake Christ for this title? I don't know. what are we gonna get here? What's happening, guys?
Maybe Kylie Ray comes out. She just fights Eric Young.
Kendall's asking, how was Moose EC3? It was cinematic. It was
Yeah.
long. It was confusing. It wasn't the worst cinematic match I've seen, I'll say that. But just, I don't know. I don't really know what this story is. I don't know what EC3's doing. He feels like a kind of Bray Wyatt to me. I don't know where Moose goes from here. Does this officially make Moose a champion with him winning? I don't know. It was
I mean,
strange.
does EC3 have that power to like formally make him champion? Because
Are we now going to have EC3 be like Moose's manager? I don't know. I see a title change here. I think the way this story's going, Rich Swann kind of has to win, right?
I think so. And we're gonna get the husband and wife with their championship titles taking pictures together. So who's okay? The Knockouts tag team division. I'm trying to think of the team. So you have Kimberly and Deonna, I guess, as a tag team. You have Tasha and Kira, Havoc and
Nevaeh.
A couple tag teams.
Yeah, there's quite a few there. Was the music they were playing in this Another Time to Die or Another Way to Die from Quantum of Solace? It sounded like the Bond song. Alicia Keys and Jack White.
I don't know if Impact has the
No, but it was
budget.
it was the don
Type of style,
don.
Rich Swann will be there, and he'll be ready. Eric Young's got his hands on Scott D'Amore yet again. It's Rich Swann. Frustration. Royal Life for Rich Swann here tonight.
Yeah, so we've just got the promo package right now for the main event. Oh, I just looked up Kylie Ray, and at Wrestling Jeebus just put, when you stay up until 2:15 a.m. to watch Kylie Ray versus Deonna Purrazzo, but then there's no Kylie Ray versus Deonna Purrazzo, and has the picture of Kenny from this week's AEW. that pit face is going to be memed so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, with Bound for Glory trending number 9 worldwide on Twitter in the United States, we are moments away.
Right, main event time. Let's give this a tweet. If you're in the room, help us out. Tweet us. Let's help people join in. Help people find us for this main event.
So Heath Slater put up a picture. He didn't really elaborate. He just put like a picture of him like in the doctors, and it says, "This sucks. I'm sorry to everyone, but big thank you to Rhino." So it looks like he might have gotten injured.
You could see it as that very first leg lariat he like pulled up with his leg.
Rich Swann, his career is now we thought it was over.
Yeah, we thought it was over, what, 10 times?
This guy has the Wolverine regeneration powers. I feel like every week.
Yeah, the hashtag's BFG 2020, right?
Yep, BFG 2020.
Alright. Clean shaven Eric Young. Sorry, clean shaven Rich Swann. Looks like a baby. My world. Yeah, exactly. The Bond film with all the oil talk. Oil and water. Fred thinks Eric Young's retaining because we've already had, 2 title changes
Too many
today.
title changes.
We're doing well, Manuel. How are you doing? Ready for this main event? It's time 10:26, so we'll be done by 11. That's nice. That's nice. Hey, you all gotta make sure you check out the post show. I'll be recording with Nate Milton on the post wrestling feed. That'll be available kind of early in the morning, so you'll be able to listen to that tomorrow wherever you are. Subscribe to Post Wrestling, subscribe to upNXT, and make sure you join us again tomorrow for Hell in a Cell. There's going to be a lot more of us involved with that. John Siino will be back. I'll be joined with my usual co-host Braden Harrington right here in this room. We've got B Detroit coming with us, Paul from New Jersey, and hopefully as many of you guys as possible for Hell in a Cell, which I'm actually really looking forward to. I think there's some great matches on that card. So yeah, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and come join us tomorrow. Be our friends.
Yeah, big week of wrestling. We got Impact, we have Hell in a Cell, we got Halloween Havoc, and then next weekend is Full Gear.
Yeah.
Right? Is that next weekend or yeah?
2 weeks. I think.
2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Bound for Glory main event of the evening. It is for the Impact World Championship scheduled for one fall. Introducing first to my left,
Walter Barker. Hey, y'all. What's going on, Walter?
Hey, Walter. How you doing?
His opponent to my right from parts unknown. He is the defending Impact World Champion.
Parts unknown.
Class maniac, Eric Young.
Parts Unknown's Canada, right?
Parts unknown. Is that where WH Park is staying right now? Where he has a giant backyard and a very
He's Parks Unknown. Ew.
There we go.
That's what it's all about here tonight.
Fredo makes a good point. He says that Rich Swann had this thing with the Bound for Glory special where he talked about his dead parents. Like, it was crazy. Like, his father got murdered and his mother passed away like right after. Like, he went through this whole thing growing up. So
Yeah.
it would be kind of bad for him to lose, I guess. But it's
Yeah.
wrestling.
I think they're going to end on a high here.
Siino put on close to 25 pounds of muscle the last few months. So his upper body looks great, lower body looks great too, but we're going to
It's in 2 weeks. Same weekend as Japan Power Struggles Full Gear. Which I can't promise I'll be doing a watch along for Power Struggle. But Full Gear, you can expect another one of these. Said whenever there's an AEW, WWE, or Impact pay-per-view, we'll try and do one of these as best as we can.
Walter Barker is good. He went back to school this semester.
Nice.
Very good. Good to hear.
So Eric Young's kind of just leaping for the ankle of Rich Swann, that ankle that's been damaged a lot. And Swann's diving over him, but this time Young's caught him and going for some sort of
got
ankle
it.
lock.
This is just a traditional match, right? There's no stipulations, no... Okay.
Yeah, this isn't...
Whoa!
Yeah.
Oh. World class. Oh.
So Swann's just sent Young out to the outside with some crazy offense, like a Hurricane Rana, leg scissors.
Kendall says that someday he would love a New Japan breakfast watch along.
Someday. Yeah,
We can
someday.
do that. We all bring it. We all wear our pajamas. We get our cereal. We get our eggs and whatever
Eggs
breakfast
and
you
bacon,
like. Bacon.
coffee, however you take it. Being in the upNXT lot, there might be some whiskey in it. And yes, Eric Young's tattoos are awful, I think. That back one is so ugly. I remember seeing him in the Greatest Royal Rumble when I was like, who the fuck is that guy? Because he changed so much. Woo! Chops on the outside.
You know, it's like I'm trying to it says love, freedom, a whole bunch of words. I can't
It's
even
just
see what's
weird,
going on.
Another one. Sickening chop there to the chest. The chest that was run into the ring post of Eric Young.
Yeah, I think it's unlikely WH will be doing a watch along. You never know. We might be able to persuade him, but I don't.
Hey,
think it's very
you
likely.
never know. We might see him pop up in the Halloween. We might not know it's him. He might be in
He'll be in his
costume, but we might see
retribution gear.
we might see a WH pop up. Now that he's on Eastern time, it's a little bit more possible,
Yeah.
I guess. Would WH last 10 minutes watching North American wrestling? I know at one point he, I guess he helped out with Review of Raw. He had to watch Raw one time, so that was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, he did a SmackDown as well last year, I think.
Hey, don't let WH fool you. He watches 205 Live.
He
and,
watches
Ring
everything
of-
pretty much.
He watches a lot. He watches a lot. Just I don't want to ruin his gimmick, but he watches. He pays attention.
We talked about the champion's advantage earlier tonight.
Yeah, watches NXT, watches 205.
As Rich
Oh yeah. If there's a good match and you recommend it, he'll go out of his way to watch it. I know I recommended the Walter and Alexander Wolf against Pete Dunne and Dragunov tag team match. He went out of his way to watch that. So
Yeah, I've heard good things about that. It was good.
yeah, they have a match coming up just coming Thursday for the title. They've been really pushing Dragunov and Walter, so they're finally having their match.
Oh. Wow.
Wow, that
Jeez.
does not look good. Oh no.
No,
And he just.
I think that was a spot. I think he
think so?
planned that. Yeah,
hope-
he did like a handstand, like headstand.
Yeah, he
to-
protected himself.
But kind of interesting spot there. So they're both brawling on the outside at the moment, and Eric Young just kind of did a back body drop to Swann onto the apron, but Swann essentially just spiked himself, landed on the top of his head on the apron.
Well, like you said, he had his hands down as a headstand, so obviously he was.
Yeah,
hopefully
and they'd
trying to
also
protect
be
himself.
legit checking on him if that wasn't a spot.
Right.
They wouldn't be just doing the count. But cool looking spot, I thought. I don't feel like Swann started this match off like Young has broken his ankle 5 times in the last 3 months.
No, he
Like,
came out dancing. He was all happy. Yeah.
And what is Eric Young thinking here? Eric Young!
Oh,
Oh.
That's it.
what even was
Couldn't
that?
tell.
I don't.
So who hit the move on who?
I don't know. He was Young went for
I
like
thought-
this wheelbarrow kind of move off the second rope, but it looked like Swann countered
Swann
into a neck
reversed it,
breaker.
right? Yeah.
But Young has the advantage.
That was a little weird. Kendall, thank you. He says, I'll listen to Shot in the Dark and make my decision to watch NXT UK title match. I appreciate that. I'll let you know.
Yes. You can find Shot in the Dark every Wednesday on patreon.com/upNXT. You don't even need to subscribe. It's a free show. Just click on Shot in the Dark. You'll hear John Siino running down everything from that week that you may have missed in the world of wrestling in 15 minutes. So
Yeah, we have a lot
AEW
of-
Dark, Main Event, 205 Live, NXT UK, GCW, New Japan Strong. All of those shows that you say you want to watch and you might not have time to do it. That's what John
Yeah, I feel like
Siino's there for.
everybody's been doing tournaments. I know New Japan Strong just racked up their Lions break. You have Ring of Honor with their Pure Title tournament. NXT UK is having their Heritage Cup, so it's been nothing but tournament season on the
Tournament
show.
season.
Oh, jeez.
I like a tournament. I think it's easy storytelling, especially kind of in this era right now. It makes sense to me.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying the NXT UK. It's like the British round, so they do like six rounds, 2 minutes each, with like 30-second intervals, and then it's best out of it's 2 out of 3 falls basically out of the 6 falls. So
Right.
It's interesting. It's different. Yes, Frank. I had to recap 16 matches on Dark.
Yeah, that Dark sounded fucking stupid. Dark should not be like. There have been WWE pay-per-views this year that were the same length as AEW Dark this week.
Yeah, and the thing is, there's no breaks, there's no commercials, so it's like match to match to match.
Yeah.
So over 2 hours of just matches.
We're talking about Shot in the Dark right now because not a whole lot is happening. It's all Eric Young. He's got Swann in a headlock, so he's now targeting that neck, which seems kind of strange considering the whole story going into this was the ankle of Rich
Right?
Swann.
Yeah, I thought the
But
same thing. Like, why?
I guess Swann's ankle's indestructible, as we've learnt this year, so...
Go away!
He would like you to not even show up. He'd like you to quit. He'd like you to walk away. Because that's the easy play for him.
Hey, Davie, good news. Since you cover Impact every week, you might be soon seeing their annual turkey match that they have, where they have a match and the loser has to get into a turkey. I know Eric Young had to do that one year.
Sorry, they've got to get into a turkey?
Yeah, I forgot what they call it. It's not an actual turkey. It's a turkey suit.
Okay.
It's
Sorry,
like they
what-
have a match and the loser has to dress up like a turkey, basically. It's like
Okay,
a-
I thought you were saying, like, the first person to get inside a turkey is the winner.
That sounds a lot more entertaining.
That should be on Spin the Wheel, make a deal.
The turkey stuffing match. Oh my god.
Okay, Frank is saying that Young's finisher is the pile driver, so it does kind of make sense to the neck. Yeah, I know, it's just... Story going into this was the ankle.
AJ Styles once had to wear the suit. Yeah, a lot of notable wrestlers had to dress up as a turkey, unfortunately.
Oh, TNA.
Yeah.
Is Eric Young getting at all frustrated? The fact that Rich is still in this match, he's still alive, he's still around. I think, Eric Young, like I said, he would love Rich to quit because that was Swann. But that just means you don't know Rich Swann very well because this kid will die in the ring before he quits. Rich is still trying to figure out how to get back into this match. Goes up and over. Eric Young catches him. Eric Young. Oh, no.
Ooh!
Oh, okay. That's on the neck.
That was some, like, crazy modified, like, DVD there. That was great. From Young. Ugh, this is the problem I find with Impact, unfortunately. With this empty arena, because most of the other promotions have some kind of noise now.
Mm-hmm.
These like slow, methodical beatdowns just die for me because you don't have any heat. Like these are heat spots, right? The heel is beating down on the baby face, and you need the crowd there to like will Rich Swann back into this match, but you don't have that at all. So you've got to work a faster pace in this environment. In my opinion, like this just isn't
You're absolutely
working.
right about that. You're absolutely right. It's you can't have like these slow spots and build-ups without anybody to build it up. Eric Young's ear is cut off. It looks like. I thought I saw some blood earlier. It looks like it's from his ear.
Who's he blaming? D'Amore?
Scott, yeah. It's like, this is on Scott. This is your fault.
But like he's not even being too dastardly here. He's just being the better man in the match, right? He's just wrestling a better game than Rich Swann right now. It doesn't seem particularly violent. He's not kind of bending the rules at all.
Yeah, that's why I asked if it was a regular match, because I feel like this match would have benefited more by being no DQ. Just have him using the chairs, have him using the weapons, you know? And that gives like Rich Swann an out to win the match, like, by weapons. If he's like down by injury, he can always come back with the weapon spot, but so why does Eric want Rich Swann to go away so bad? Like I don't understand. Like, is he still upset because of when they were both like the mystery entrance in the match, and like he's had a grudge with him ever since that?
I've no idea. Like, yeah, pretty much. He just
like
he wants
like
to run this place,
title.
and this guy keeps coming back. Yeah,
like he's a champion. So what is he so upset about?
Yeah, he wanted a night off. He didn't want to wrestle.
Yeah,
so now I got plans on Saturday. He's essentially got live, laugh, love on his back, Eric Young.
Yeah, but this is like love, freedom, respect or something. This match is too silent.
With Rich's story and that retirement speech he had, why can you not just have the roster out there supporting Rich?
Yeah.
Willing him on. Like, they've been there before for Rich. They've already shown, like, how popular he is with the locker room with his whole send-off.
And that would give this match some sort of noise, It
would make it feel, especially when the whole show's being quiet, it would, like, really lift this.
Oh, yeah.
But
absolutely.
This is dull. Okay, Rich has now a look in his face. Oh,
jeez. Got a fist in the face. Stop that.
So Swann's not going down. Oh, he's busted his lip here. Do you see
Oh,
that?
Jesus.
Wow. Oh, he's just lost a tooth, I think.
Oh my god.
Whoa, these right hands, yeah. Whoa.
He's hulking.
Yeah. This is more like it. Come on, this is it. So Swann's just like hulked up and he's getting, all right, here we go. This is what I
Holy
want.
shit.
This is what
Oh my
I want.
god.
Wow.
Whoa.
Turned over to his stomach to avoid that from happening.
They just went from 0 to 100 in like a minute. Wow.
Valiant challenger. That might have taken whatever was left.
Oh, he's spitting up blood.
Coming out of the mouth now. Rich
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god.
as it did
Oh.
Is there anything Rich
He's struggling.
Oh.
He's lost, like he's maybe swallowed a tooth or something because he's trying to get
Yeah.
it out, right?
Yeah, there's something going on. Oh yeah, he lost a tooth. I think I just saw it. One of his
think-
front teeth on the top.
Yeah.
I think I saw him missing tooth.
they knocked heads or what happened? Clothesline. Spinning back kick.
He might have actually swallowed it.
Yeah, that's what he's like grabbing his throat, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he swallowed his tooth.
So explosive.
Oh, I think it's like a back one.
Follows up. Kick of his own. Kicked him off the side.
Oh.
Eric Young's down. Rich has got to fight it in himself to keep going. Keep digging deep. Rich up top.
I wonder if Rich Swann knows Britt Baker. He might be able to.
Oh!
In the lights, cover. Eric Young kicks out in two.
So we just had a huge comeback from Rich Swann. It seems like he's lost a tooth, maybe even swallowed a tooth. He's bleeding quite a bit from the mouth and is trying to like spit it out. But just had this great kind of fire up comeback. The match kind of definitely picked up for me and hit this awesome looking frog splash for a 2 count off the top.
Deliver the pile driver. All these high impact moves that Rich has been hitting also impact that injured neck because he's still landing with Eric Young even though he's delivering the move. Here we go.
Eric Young's now set on the top. Rich Swann going for maybe like a superplex.
Deliberate, normally much quicker and smoother getting up to the top.
Oh, Eric Young is biting. He's biting Rich Swann's forehead. Knocked him off. Wow. He was...
Eric Young off the top rope, drives the elbow.
Just
Elbow
hit his
drop.
elbow drop to the back of the neck.
Oh my. This is going to do it. There's the cover by Eric Young. And look, Eric turned it around to a crossface. He's got a crossface.
You put the crossface on.
And if you've got an injured neck, Josh, this is the last place you want to find yourself. In the middle of the ring.
So Young just gave up with the pinfall to kind of transition into a crossface in the middle of the ring. Swann is now trying to reach to the ropes, and Swann made
You
it.
got it.
Ring awareness there by Rich Swann. Otherwise, I believe this might have been over. Had to break when we were looking at the shoulders of Eric Young, but Rich kept rolling and was able to get to the bottom rope to break that hold and stick around in this match.
Both men are looking exhausted now. Trading blows.
Ruling match on him as well. Eric Young saying, go away.
Just back and forth blows, slaps to the jaw from Swann. Swann firing back up with more blows. Big roundhouse kick to the head. Goes for a handspring, gets caught in the torture rack. Neck breaker TKO.
Oh. That was a beautiful reversal. Check out.
The championship dream lives on.
So the match has been going like for what, good 15, 16 minutes, it feels like?
Yeah, it's been going on for a bit. I think the entrances started at 10:25.
Caught him with the back elbow. Rocked it back towards the center of the ring. Rich
Okay, Rich just misses another kick. And now, like a heel hook from Young.
And he's in the middle of the ring, nowhere close to anything. Center, dead center in the ring.
He's got to watch his shoulders, too. He's got to watch his shoulders if he finds himself in a pinning predicament. Oh, wow.
Both
He's
rolling.
rolling.
Swann makes it to the ropes.
Rich is able to grab the top rope. Eric Young uses every bit of his 5-count breaks.
Rich has shown no capacity to break that hold. He had to get a rope break to do it. So if I'm Eric Young now, I try to go right back to that, drag him to the middle of the ring, do it again.
Eric Young just said, I told you I would get that ankle.
Young saying, I will get that ankle, Rich.
Here we go.
Pile driver.
Just going for the pile
no.
driver.
First, roll up. Kick out. Oh!
Rich with a big shot to the jaw of the champion who hasn't stopped talking throughout this
Oh.
Oh.
He measured it with that side kick. Point of the chin.
Can Rich operate at the speed that he's used to? Air raid offense from Rich Swann. He got him. Shoulders down. New champion here. And Eric Young kicked that.
So Rich Swann's ankle's fucked, so he decides to hit a cartwheel and a spinny splash.
Sounds about right. They call it air raid?
Air
It
raid.
seemed like an air raid.
The challenger clutching at his shoulder.
Rich Swann able to execute that handspring even with that injured shoulder and neck.
You want to know?
Swann's trying to just like slap his ankle back into gear. Climbing to the top rope,
Rich up top. Oh,
but Young knocks him off.
Phoenix splash. And now, and the ankle.
Tree of
Now in
woe.
the Tree of Woe.
And the tree of woe.
Got nowhere to go. Oh, look at this. Wrench on that thing.
Oh, and he's stretching his ankle right on the turnbuckle metal.
I just keep going back to it. Keep getting 4 counts. Break that ankle. That's probably what he's thinking.
Rich has got to get out of that corner. He's got to get out of that buckle. He's sitting duck. Rich.
Oh.
Got him with a cutter. Got him with a cutter. Come on, Rich.
Trying to springboard again. He hits it.
So Rich just sat up out of the Tree of Woe.
Going for the Phoenix Splash.
Oh, Phoenix Splash. There we go, new champion.
Champion. Springboard cutter into the Phoenix Splash for the win. And new champion. 3 back-to-back title matches, all with new champions.
That match definitely had some good elements to it. I just thought the first, 10 minutes
Yeah,
were
fell up
very
way too
slow.
But once it picked up, it got good.
Once it picked up, it was pretty good, yeah.
Eric Young's grip on Impact Wrestling is over.
What a shocking and highly
I could be wrong, but I think this is the second African-American Impact champion after Lashley. Well, I guess if you count R-Truth, the NWA days. I think as far as Impact goes, here's the locker room.
Now here's the
Clearing
locker.
out.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we prepare for this feel-good moment, let's take a look at how it all came together.
These guys should have just been there the whole time.
Yeah.
Swann to become world champion. As we
I think
I'm
that's the
really
right
upset-
result. I think,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what you do with Young now, but I don't really want him in the title picture. But
they won the title here tonight, Don.
This is fantastic right here. I love
they're lifting up Swann, the locker room, the babyface locker room.
I'm looking for Kylie Ray.
Yeah.
I hope she's not out there. That's a nice ending. Okay.
Yeah.
He got the baby face ending. He's on top of the shoulders. Nice, happy ending to a wrestling show.
Yeah. Weird show, I thought. Good, happy ending. I wouldn't say there was any match on the show that was particularly bad, but I just felt underwhelmed in general, overall.
Yeah.
I kind of felt this with Slammiversary as well. I feel on paper they've got all the ingredients there, just it's I don't know, obviously we don't really know what happened with Kylie Ray. I think if that match went ahead, I think we'd have probably been like glowing about it.
Yeah, I really wish if they had a heads up, I wish they would have said something earlier. 'Cause it seems like a cheap cop out to like not tell people till after they buy the show that she's not going to be there.
Yeah.
It's kind of cheap in a way, but who knows what happened?
Even
We
tell
really
us.
don't know.
She just didn't come out.
They played her music, and then that was it. So for the fact that they played her music is a little weird. Like it makes it seem like it might be a storyline reason, but I don't know. It's a little weird. But yeah, overall it was an okay show. Good ending. I wasn't expecting it to be like a home run show, but it was better. It was much better than your average episode of Impact, that's for sure.
What would you say your match of the night was?
The tag match, even without Shelly, I actually did enjoy that match quite good. The main event was good as well. The fact, once it actually got, once it picked up halfway through, I'll probably have to go with the main event, honestly. I actually liked how it ended with Rich Swann.
Yeah, I think I'd go with you there. I think the main event, once it was kind of when they just started punching each other in the face, it really started to pick up, and I thought that was a great like Hulk up moment from Swann there, without doing the typical shaking them back.
Even Shamrock and Edwards was really surprising. It wasn't what I expected at all.
Shamrock and Edwards really over delivered for me. EC3 Moose, I didn't think it was necessarily bad. I'm just not particularly into this character of EC3 right now, and I'm also kind of done with cinematic matches. I think we've had our fair share this year. And I'm just kind of interested to see how EC3 wrestles with this character, and we still didn't really see it because it was cinematic. But I wouldn't say anything was bad. We came off of that Slammiversary show a couple of months ago where there was some awful stuff on that show.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. There wasn't a match at all that stunk up the joint at all. So that's a positive.
Whereas everything was fine, and there were some odd kind of creative decisions, like with the Alex Shelley thing. Obviously, with Kylie Ray thing, it would have been nice to have had a bit of a heads up because that seemed to be a match that most people were looking forward to. I think, like we both said at the beginning, that was our match we were looking forward to see the most. I think people in the YouTube room were saying the same. But yeah, overall, a kind of strange show, and I'm going to be doing a post show with Nate Milton right now, off the air. We won't be going live with that one, but yeah, make sure you subscribe to Post Wrestling, and you'll be able to find that review with Brother Nate. That will come out tomorrow morning, and make sure you hit that subscribe button to upNXT as well. So many shows on there. Next week on our Patreon, patreon.com/upNXT, we're doing our top 5 spooky moments in wrestling, which John Siino will be joining us with, along with Digital Spy's Stephanie Chase. We have that coming out next week. We also have our episode of upNXT, looking at next week's AEW. For free next week, we have Halloween 3 movie review. Every year, we release a Halloween movie review for free on our feed. And then, obviously, every Wednesday, the main event, it's upNXT, where we talk all about NXT. And this week, we'll actually be doing a live watch-along because it's Halloween Havoc. So keep your eyes open. We will be doing a Zoom watch-along for Halloween Havoc. The only stipulation is you must wear a costume. So come and join us for that. And then, obviously, tomorrow, it's Hell in a Cell. Jey Uso versus Roman Reigns in an I Quit Hell in a Cell match. Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. We have Bayley versus Sasha. And the match we've all been waiting for, Otis versus Miz for the briefcase. Very excited for that. Braden will be back with me, along with John Siino, along with B Detroit, along with Paul from New Jersey, and hopefully as many of you as possible. But John, before we leave, your final thoughts on the show. Where can we find you? Anything you want to plug?
Yeah, absolutely. And first of all, I don't know if we're going to have a feedback thread, but anybody in the chat room that watched the show along with us, if maybe we could do a feedback thread in the forum and they could give us more thoughts on what they thought of today's show, so you guys can read that off later on. But yeah, the show was good. Like it was better than your average episode of Impact, but it wasn't like pay-per-view level to me. It did have its good moments though. I'm happy for Rich Swann. The Su Yung thing was weird, but okay, she's champion now, so that's good. I just hope that we get some answers soon to what happened. Like, I don't want to be left in suspense. I have to wait till Impact next week to see what happened to Kylie and even Alex Shelley. Who knows what happened with there. But yeah, Shot in the Dark every Wednesday, free on patreon.com/upNXT. You can check out my own podcast, Zombie Pod, every Tuesday. Actually, next week we have 2 episodes coming out. On a regular Tuesday, we have a regular episode. This one talking about Halloween movies, our favorite movies. And then we have an actual Halloween special dropping on Halloween Day next week with some special guests as well, talking about Halloween moments growing up, any special memories or stories from Halloween. So spooky season, it's not over quite yet. So a lot more to come.
Absolutely, a lot more to come. John, thank you. I'll be chatting to you very soon. YouTube room, I'll now bid you all adieu. Thank you so much. Anyone who is new to these watch-alongs, I saw some new faces I haven't seen before. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you enjoyed it. These things are always so much fun to do. So goodbye. God bless. Be safe. Wash your hands. Ahoy.
First time in a long time, but back like I never left. Taking each day as it comes, you know me, I don't read ahead. Watch me burn down everything, BDE on the TV set. When I'm in control on the road, you can never really know what's up next.